Chapter 2721 Tai cursed the dragon ancestor, negotiation. The land of the sea. Yi Tian entered here, and one Tai cursed dragon came one after another. Die. Yi Tian waved his hand, and the light of reincarnation appeared in the void, turning into a vortex, sucking the Tai cursed dragon one by one, and then smashing it. This move is a supreme technique on the other side created by him, the vortex of reincarnation. The vortex of reincarnation is a supreme technique of the other side created according to the golden text of reincarnation. It can exert more powerful power in conjunction with the body of reincarnation and the origin of reincarnation. Of course, this move is an attack within the range, and it is very useful to deal with the weak. Therefore, he killed a lot of Tai cursed dragons with one move. Boom! In the depths of the sea-swinging land, an incomparably terrifying Tai cursed dragon awakened, and Yi Tian was startled by its terrifying aura. This Tai cursed dragon is not weaker at all than the king of abyssal beasts that he saw before, and his strength is absolutely no less than the overlord of the primordial upper realm who has awakened 7 times. He didn't expect such terrifying creatures to be hidden here, and the general origin upper realm overlord is an ant in front of this Tai cursed dragon. If it was before, when he saw this Tai cursed dragon, he would definitely run away without saying a word. But now, he's not afraid of this terrifying dragon. I saw Yi Tian holding the reincarnation treasure and directly fighting with this Tai cursed dragon. Boom! The battle between the two sides caused the land of swaying sea to shatter continuously, and the terrifying shock even spread beyond the land of swinging sea, affecting many areas of the entire Mingxian region. Reincarnation Dao Slaying Gun. Yi Tian used this supreme technique on the other side, and every shot contained incomparably terrifying power, shattering all matter and time and space. And this Tai cursed dragon is also extremely terrifying. The power of the curse released is enough to cause many origin upper realm overlords to fall and die, and all kinds of curse methods make Yi Tian's condition worse and worse. If he hadn't held the reincarnation treasure spear, he would have been defeated and killed soon. One copy body will not work, the second copy body must be brought over and involved. Yi Tian thought to himself. Soon, his second cloned body came over. Although this cloned body did not have the reincarnation treasure, it could still exert a combat power that was second only to the 7th awakened origin overlord with the help of the top treasure of the other side. Curse the dragon. However, just 2 replica bodies are still not enough. So, the third cloned body also came here, 3 to 1, and this suppressed the Taiji cursed dragon. However, it is almost impossible to kill Tai cursed dragon. This battle also attracted the attention of the outside world, but Yi Tian had already dispatched other origin upper realm heavenly ancestors to block off the entire Mingxian region, preventing the outside world from knowing the situation here. And other forces will not forcibly break through the blockade, and come here to investigate the situation. Wouldn't that offend the Infinity Lord? So, they are just curious, not inquiring. North Front family. The Lord of Baidang was a little puzzled. Strange, something must have happened in the Mingxian region, otherwise the Mingxian region would not be blocked. Moreover, according to the ancestor's description, there are many Tai cursed dragons comparable to the original upper realm in the land of the sea, and there are even a few comparable to Yuan Yuan. The Tai cursed dragon at the level of the overlord of the first realm, and there is even an ancestor of the Tai cursed dragon. It is rumored that it is comparable to the original overlord who has awakened 6 or even 7 times. Even the ancestors were just ants in front of the Tai cursing dragon. It stands to reason that the Lord of Endless is not the opponent of that person, and will definitely run away at the first time. At that time, the Mingxian domain will be destroyed, and the Tianshan pavilion will be severely damaged. And Tai cursed dragon will not go out of the Nether Mountain region, and will go back in the end. Quote. This is his estimate, but it's not right now. The Tianshan pavilion was not messed up, and the Endless Lord didn't seem to have escaped either. But Mingxian domain was blocked, and he didn't know the situation. Another time passed. The ancestor of the Tai cursed dragon was already injured. At this time, the ancestor of Tai cursed dragon sent a message of truce for the first time. Stop. So you can communicate, Yi Tian said coldly. However, he still stopped. Are you the overlord of the origin of the Baifeng family? Tai cursed dragon ancestor asked. When Yi Tian heard this, he frowned immediately. Could it be that Tai Qilong has something to do with the Baifeng family? It should not be a good relationship, otherwise the Baifeng family would not seek his blessing. The ancestor of Tai cursed the dragon. I am not the original upper-level hegemon of the Baifeng family. Now the northern ancestor of the Baifeng family has fallen. The Baifeng family is under the protection of our Tianshan pavilion, and the Mingxian domain belongs to our Tianshan pavilion. Yi Tian said. The ancestor of Tai Cursing Dragon doesn't care about the Mingshan domain and Tianshan Pavilion, it truthfully said. The Baifeng family has worshipped our Tai Cursing Dragon family since the endless ages, and every hundreds of millions of primordial eras we have to feed as Tai Xu worms. If there are no Tai worms, we will devour the creatures of the Mingshan region. This is also a set rule. Moreover, the land of Swinging the Sea is also affiliated to our Tai Cursed Dragon clan. You can directly enter the land of Swinging Sea also violates the 10,000 clan agreement. What 10,000 races agreement? Yi Tian frowned. You don't even know the 10,000 clan agreement? Tai Cursed Dragon Patriarch was stunned. He felt that Yi Tian was so powerful, he shouldn't be ignorant of the 10,000 clan agreement. However, he now feels that Yi Tian is too powerful and has 2 clones. He has not seen any origin upper realm overlord who has 2 clones. He is very jealous of Yi Tian and does not want to offend Yi Tian. However, without the Tai ruins, he could hold back, but the other Tai Cursed Dragons would be violent and slaughter everything frantically, and there was no way it could stop it. Therefore, Tai Cursed Dragon's ancestor said, according to the agreement of all ethnic groups, we cannot leave the Mingshan area, and our family needs Tai ruins worms. If you bring Tai ruins worms, I can guarantee that you will not invade Mingshan again. Li Hao domain. As for the fact that you killed so many people from my clan, I will let it go. If Yi Tian was not strong enough, he would have killed Yi Tian long ago. However, Yi Tian was not willing to. Old ancestor Tai Cursed Dragon, it was you who first killed our heavenly ancestor of the origin realm of Tianshan Pavilion, and now you are also in a weak position, so forget it. Killing intent suddenly appeared in Yi Tian's eyes. If I really try my best, and I rush into the Tianshan region, you can't stop me. Tai Qilong ancestor threatened. Yi Tian frowned, just as Tai Cursed Dragon Patriarch said, really continue to fight, Tai's Cursed Dragon Patriarch will kill other Tianshan Pavilion Yuanxi Upper Realm Tianzu who is stationed in Mingshan Domain, and destroy the entire Mingshan Mountain Domain strong. At that time, the loss is Tianshan Pavilion. Okay, I agree, but if you want our Tianshan Pavilion to supply Tai ruins insects, you have to pay a price, otherwise why would I keep supplying you? Yi Tian said. Chapter 2722 The Baifeng family is unlucky. Tai Cursed Dragon's ancestor was silent for a while, and then said, before, the Baifeng family offered Tai ruins worms to me, and I rewarded him with some resources. If you bring me Tai ruins worms, I can give you some Tai ruins worms. Erkin Earth. What is the use of Tyrogen soil? The first time Yi Tian heard about this kind of thing, he asked. Tai Cursed Dragon's ancestor said, Tai gold soil is very precious, you can't find it in other places, only I have it here. Tai gold soil has many uses, and can be used to plant various resources and treasures to accelerate growth. You can also make secret treasures that can resist the curse, and you can also use it to trade with some origin upper realm overlords who have practiced the curse-like origin ancestral body method, they also need this thing. For a force, Tai origin soil is very important. He felt that Yi Tian definitely needed too much gold. Can you grow resource treasures? Yi Tian thought about it and agreed. He doesn't want to send several clones to guard here all the time, and he has to face the attack of Tai Cursed Dragon from time to time. So, in the end, you have to agree. Subsequently, Yi Tian learned from the Tai Cursed Dragon old ancestor where the Tai ruins insect was located, and after signing the agreement, he left here. After Yi Tian left, Tai Qilong showed an angry look. How could it not be angry when so many descendants of the tribe were killed? However, he couldn't kill Yi Tian. Damn guy, when I break through in the future, I will definitely kill you. Tai Qilong ancestor said coldly. Yi Tian also knew that the compromise of Tai Cursed Dragon Patriarch was only temporary, and so was he. He also wanted to kill the Tai Cursed Dragon clan who could leave the land of Swinging Sea at any time and were prepared to attack the Mingshan region, but he was still not strong enough, and he had to wait for him to be stronger before he could do it. Now, he is going to the ruins of reincarnation to collect Tai ruins and complete the agreement with Tai Cursed Dragon ancestor. In addition, his other cloned body was going to go to Yanzhou to find out what the 10,000 clan agreement was. Soon, he saw Yanzhou. At this time, Yanzhou saw Yi Tian and showed a surprised look. Yi Tian did not completely cover up the breath, so she could sense the horror of Yi Tian's breath. This power is much stronger than before. Lord of Infinity, have you broken through? Yanzhou asked in surprise. Yes, I have broken through, CJFJ, in terms of realm, it should be awakened 3 times. Yi Tian said lightly. The realm is equivalent to 3 awakenings. Ancestor Yan knew that Yi Tian was taking the 4th path. When he first broke through, he was comparable to the 4 awakened primordial upper realm overlords. Now it is equivalent to 3 awakenings. Isn't it equivalent to the origin upper realm overlord of the 6th awakening? This strength has far surpassed her. She is very envious of Yi Tian at this moment. If she can also embark on the 4th path, that would be great. Soon, Yi Tian asked about the 10,000 clan agreement. Agreement of 10,000 clans. Yan Zhu was stunned for a moment. The word is too old, and it has not been mentioned by the overlord of the primordial upper realm for a long time. Lord of the Endless, the 10,000 races agreement was an agreement designated in the time of the original ancestor. I was not born at that time. The 10,000 race agreement is said to be some extremely terrifying creatures on the other side of eternity and a few creatures in the ruins of reincarnation and eternity. An agreement signed by a group of origin overlords in the other side of the land. After signing the 10,000 clan agreement, the creatures in some treasures of the eternal other side are not allowed to come out, but we cannot attack them. However, the years are too long. Many origin upper realm overlords don't care about this agreement anymore. Of course, some of the creatures in the treasure land are indeed very powerful, and there are even existences comparable to the 8 awakenings, so we will not take the initiative to provoke them, Yan Zhu explained. It turned out to be like this. Yi Tian understood. Moreover, I learned from the conversation with the ancestors that some creatures in the treasure land cannot come out. It is not natural, but the ancestors have modified the rules of those treasure places. If they are not comparable to the strength of the ancestors, it is almost impossible to change the rules. Certainly, not all the treasures have changed the rules, they still have to come according to the agreement of the 10,000 tribes, and some treasures do not have any restrictions. But on the whole, Eternal Beyond is fairly stable. After learning the reason, Yi Tian also understood, and did not continue to struggle with this issue. Subsequently, he said goodbye to the cloned body and went to the northern frontier region. The Baifeng aristocratic family must have known the situation in the land of Swinging Sea, but they did not tell him. If he had told him, the heavenly ancestors of the origin realm in Tianshan Pavilion would never fall. Therefore, this account must be placed on the head of the Baifeng family. I promise to protect the Baifeng family. If I directly attack the Baifeng family, it will definitely not be good. Yi Tian was going to copy a Tai cursed dragon and let Tai's cursed dragon attack the Baifeng family. At that time, he would come slowly and kill his own Tai Zulong's copy body. North Front family. The Lord of Baidang has been waiting for information from the Mingshan region, but no news has come. Could it be that the ancestor was wrong? That group of Tai cursed dragons are actually very gentle. Even if there are no Tai ruins, they will not rush out. The Lord of Baidang thought so. If so, that would be a pity. Suddenly, a terrifying and evil aura pervaded. Swish, he shuttled out and saw a Tai cursed dragon. Seeing this scene, he shrank and felt more shocked. Tai cursed the dragon, how could this creature come to the North Front region? He clearly remembered that the ancestor said that Tai cursed dragon could not leave the Mingshan region. This is so pitiful. If Tai cursed dragon could leave the Mingshan region, he would definitely not dare to do so. At this moment, he thought that Mingshan territory could not stop it, and the group of Tai Zulong ran out of Mingshan territory. Escape. He immediately greeted other origin upper realm and other members of the Baifeng family, ready to escape. Because this Tai cursed dragon is not an ordinary Tai cursed dragon, but a Tai cursed dragon comparable to the overlord of the primordial upper realm, he is not an opponent. The power of the Tai cursed dragon's curse spread out, and each member of the Baifeng family was obliterated. Moreover, the power of the curse turned into spears, penetrated the bodies of the ancestors of the origin realm, and killed them. Do not. The Lord of Baidang was extremely frightened when he saw that he was locked. Forgive me. However, his pardon was of no use. The cursed spear penetrated his body and completely shattered his vitality. In the blink of an eye, all the senior members of the Baifeng family were destroyed. It was at this time that Yi Tian arrived late and shot Tai Qilong's clone to kill, saving the rest of the Baifeng family, and also got the thanks of the entire Baifeng family. After all, the rest of the Baifeng family didn't know the plans of the Lord of Baidang and they simply thought that Yi Tian had rescued them. Chapter 2723 Killing the Unsullied Magic Vine. The Baifeng family who lost the origin of the ancestors of the upper realm will be completely unable to rise in the future, and can only be reduced to a small force. Even with the blessings of Tianshan Pavilion and Yi Tian, they would not be able to dominate in the northern frontier region, and they would definitely be suppressed by other forces and eventually become unknown. We can only blame the Baifeng family for their death. Yi Tian muttered. The northern ancestors of the Baifeng family have all fallen, and now they have taken refuge in Tianshan Pavilion. They dare to conceal such a thing, and have such careful thoughts. Do you think he can't get mad because he can't handle it? Certainly. The Baifeng aristocratic family did not expect Yi Tian to be so powerful, that he would be able to negotiate with the ancestors of the Taiji cursing dragon, and also spoke out about the Baifeng aristocratic family. Otherwise, the Baifeng family really has nothing to do. Subsequently, Yi Tian left the North Front region. And his other duplicate body has come to the Ruins Insect Valley of the Ruins of Samsara. Ruins Insect Valley has many ruins insects, including Taie ruins insects. According to the agreement with the ancestor of Taie cursing dragon, he needs to capture 1 million Taie ruins worms, block them and send them to the land of swinging seas, and this is the completion of the transaction. The Taie ruins insects are not powerful, it just takes a little time to catch them. The most powerful Taie ruins insects are only in the upper realm of origin. Most of the Taie ruins insects are only comparable to the 9 bone transformations, and they have little strength. In the past, Beizu came here to arrest many times, and there was no danger. After Yi Tian entered the Taie ruins insect, he began to look for the Taie ruins insects. With his ability to copy talent, he can easily lock the position of Taie ruins worm. There are some Taie ruins here. Yi Tian stretched out his hand and grabbed hundreds of Taie ruins worms, and sealed them away. After that, the Taie ruins worms fell into his hands. After a period of time, 1 million Taie ruins have been collected. It's time to go back. Yi Tian tore apart the barriers between the ruins of reincarnation and the land of eternity, and soon returned to the land of eternity, and then returned to the land of Mingshan domain. The land of the sea. When Yi Tian came here again, he found a problem. No, the number of cursed dragons has increased. He killed a lot of Taie cursed dragon before, that is, the Taie curse of dragon's ancestor woke up in time to stop him. However, he still had some understanding of how much Taie cursed dragon was left. But at this time, the number of Taie cursed dragons here is much more than before. This is clearly not the case. However, Yi Tian now needs to trade with Taie cursed dragon to complete the agreement. The ancestor of Taie cursed dragon, here are millions of Taie ruins. Yi Tian threw the Taie ruins worm. Taie cursed dragon checked and determined that the number was correct, and immediately spit out a large amount of Taie gold soil from his mouth. Lord of Endless, these Taiergen soils are for you. The two sides exchanged transactions. Before leaving, Yi Tian asked, Ancestor Taie Zulong, I'm a little curious, why are there so many people in your clan all of a sudden? Boom, Taie cursed dragon's eyes became cold, and the breath all over his body rioted. Lord of the Endless, I don't need to answer you, you should leave. I hope you don't step into the land of seas in the future. Said the ancestor of Taie cursing dragon. Yi Tian didn't speak and left directly. However, from the words of the ancestor of Taie cursing the dragon, he also knows that this is probably involving secrets, and the ancestor of Taie's cursing the dragon is definitely not willing to say it. Subsequently, he asked Yan Zhu, but Yan Zhu did not understand the situation. Perhaps only an existence-like wild ancestor knows about the situation. The place where the ancestors of Haiyuan Beast and Taie cursed dragon stayed must contain secrets. Otherwise, why didn't they choose to leave and stay there? Yi Tian thought to himself. Just like the ancestor of Taie cursed dragon, he didn't follow other Taie cursed dragons out of the land of the sea in the first time. The key is, even during the battle, Taie cursed dragon still blocked a core area of the land of swinging sea, as if there were secrets hidden there. The other side of eternity, any place where there are overlord creatures in the upper realm of origination is very mysterious. Yi Tian thought to himself. He is going to find some weak origin upper realm overlord creatures, maybe they can know what secrets are hidden in their place. Unsullied Abyss. A for Flowersa, the unsullied magic vine is here. Yi Tian came here again. Once upon a time, this pure magic vine with the strength of the primordial upper realm hegemony was an existence that was difficult for him to approach. But right now, this unsullied magic vine is just normal, and it is no longer an opponent. Wow, as soon as Yi Tian approached here, the countless vines of the Wushu magic vine slapped over. At this time, Yi Tian held the reincarnation treasure and smashed countless vines with a single wave. A terrifying force spread to the Wushu magic vine, causing the Wushu magic vine to crack continuously. It seemed that he could not bear his opponent's hit. The actual strength of the Wushu magic vine is comparable to that of the general primordial upper realm overlord. 0. Such an innocent magic vine is naturally very weak to him. The Wusho magic vine should not know the existence of the 10,000 clan agreement. When the 10,000 clan agreement was signed, the Wusho magic vine was probably not born yet, but it was definitely unusual here. I saw Yi Tian stretched out his hand and grabbed it, and directly uprooted the body of the Wusho demon vine from the land of the Wusho abyss. It was useless to let the Wusho demon vine resist. Just when the unsullied magic vine was uprooted, a crack appeared. Before, the body of the innocent magic vine covered this crack, and now it is directly exposed. What is this? Yi Tian sensed a powerful and chaotic energy from this crack. What is this place? Yi Tian tried to communicate with this innocent magic vine, but a plant-type creature like the innocent magic vine had very low intelligence. Even if he had a certain amount of wisdom, he would not communicate with Yi Tian honestly. Then, Yi Tian directly pinched this unsullied devil vine to death. After killing the unsullied demon vine, Yi Tian began to copy the body of the unsullied demon vine. After a while, an unsullied magic vine replica body was replicated. He is going to use this unsullied magic vine to replicate the body to explore this crack and see what is behind the crack. Yi Tian's immaculate demonic vine clone stretched out a rattan and spread into the crack. As long as it spreads out, you can see the situation on the other side of the crack. Chapter 2724. Now, Yi Tian has come to the other end of the crack. At this moment, incomparably chaotic energy emerged, and the suppression force here was terrifying, and the perception was difficult to spread. Darkness, nothingness, emptiness and chaos, horror. This is Yi Tian's first feeling. What is this place? This is something Yi Tian is very curious about. The rules here are not the same as in the Eternal Land, so this is definitely not the Eternal Land. In addition, this should not be a place like a small world or a small space, but an incomparably vast world, and the rules here seem to be stronger. But it must have a different connection with the land of eternity. Let the copy body of the unsullied magic vine go in completely, move slowly, and explore here. 1. Yi Tian thought to himself. 470s, as imminent. Yi Tian's immaculate magic vine cloned his body and went through it completely. The suppression here is very large, it is impossible to travel through space, and the speed of flight will be very slow, just like a life that just flew. Subsequently, he began to explore here slowly. He estimated that there must be danger here, otherwise the Wusho magic vine might have stepped into this place long ago and survived here. Is there a crack channel leading to this place in Tai Cursed Dragon Ancestor? Yi Tian was thinking about this question. If there is, those Tai Cursed Dragons may have entered the land of swinging seas from here, supplementing the number of Tai Cursed Dragons in the land of swinging seas. But if Tai cursed the dragon, why he insisted on staying in the land of the sea, this is his puzzlement. There are no creatures near here, nothing to be found. However, he soon discovered a large number of creatures. The appearance of these creatures is similar to a kind of giant, with scarlet body and hideous face, but each of them has quite good strength. Most of them have the cultivation base of Origin Middle Realm, including the existence of Origin Upper Realm, and 2 overlords of Origin Upper Realm. After approaching them, the copy talent sensed their talent situation and knew their names. A Red Skull Janta. What shocked him was that these Red Skull Giants were carrying a palace. Sudden, this team of Red Skull Giants found Yi Tian and stopped one by one. Immediately afterwards, a group of Red Skull Giants knelt down and stacked together to form a staircase, which was laid in front of the palace. Click, the palace opens. A dark body came out from the inside. He was in a human state, but his body exuded an incomparably terrifying aura. At least comparable to the Origin Upper Realm Overlord who has awakened 6 times. Yi Tian secretly said. This life form stepped on the huge steps of the Red Giant Star and walked down step by step. This scene is undoubtedly domineering. It had to be said that Yi Tian could not enjoy such treatment. Tianshan Pavilion can't find so many Origin Realm Overlords like slaves to act as a step for themselves and let themselves appear. It's very rare to have a plant-based overlord life in the upper realm. Catch it, I want it to be my pet. Cried the being, and at this time, Yi Tian also knew the name of this life form through copying talent. A Blood Howler. Moreover, he also knew the race of the Blood Howl, the reincarnation of the Celestial Clan. In an instant, the 2 Red Skull Giants at the Origin Upper Realm Overlord level shot and killed Yi Tian. Yi Tian is now a copy of the innocent magic vine, and naturally he can't beat these 2 Red Skull Giants, so he directly chooses to self-destruct. He didn't want to be this bloody pet, not even a clone of his body. Judging from the situation just explored, there is an incomparably vast world behind this rift. The general origin upper realm overlord doesn't know at all, and the news has been blocked by those ancient beings. This world should be very powerful. You can meet the origin upper realm overlord who is comparable to the sixth awakening. There should be a lot of origin upper realm overlords over there. One Yi Tian secretly said. Certainly. What shocked him the most was that the two Scarlet Skull Giants of the origin upper level overlord level were willing to be the slaves of the Bloody Howl, and it would be too nonsense to place this on the other side of eternity. Like the 9 top level overlord level forces in the land of eternity, there are not many origin overlords. Among any forces, origin overlords are the top, enjoying the worship of countless powerhouses. Can be placed in that mysterious place, but become a slave. If you say it out, no one will believe it. I have to make another copy of the body, but it can't be the pure magic vine body, the Red Skull Giant of the realm hegemony level. Subsequently, he began to copy the Red Skeleton Giant to copy the body, and soon succeeded in copying. After, he entered there as a Red Skull Giant clone and began to explore there. Certainly, he was also afraid of encountering Blood Howl, so he changed his direction to explore. It didn't take long for him to meet the second Samsara Heavenly Clan, whose strength was roughly comparable to the Origin Supreme Overlord who had awakened 5 times. He was a female Samsara Heavenly Clan. This Samsara Celestial Clan did not follow any Red Skeleton Giants. But Yi Tian was stared at by her. You don't even have the Reincarnation Celestial Clan controller. Where did you escape? From today, you are mine. This Samsara Celestial Clan sacrificed a black ring and flew directly to Yi Tian's neck. Yi Tian instinctively wanted to resist, but when he thought of exploring intelligence, he didn't resist. I saw that this black ring directly locked the neck of Yi Tian's copy body and merged into it. At this time, Yi Tian found that his multiplied body was controlled by the female Samsara Heavenly Clan. In fact, the Scarlet Skull Giant slaves under Blood Howl were also controlled, but when Yi Tian copied the Scarlet Skull Giant's body, he didn't copy the black ring. But without the black ring, there is no way to escape the end of being controlled. 5.9 Obviously, the Red Skull Giant has a very low status here. After you are familiar with this place, you have to copy a Samsara clan to copy the body, so that you can have a very high status. Yi Tian muttered. Subsequently, he followed the female Samsara Celestial Clan and left here. By duplicating the talent, Yi Tian also knew the name of this female Samsara Heavenly Clan, Tunchi. Soon, Yi Tian followed Tunchi to an incomparably huge ancient city. The material of this giant city was very unusual, and even the Origin Supreme Heavenly Ancestor could not destroy the city wall of this giant city. And, there is also an incomparably terrifying great formation here. Even if it is him, he can't understand it at all. Chapter 2725 Reincarnation Celestial Clan Copy Body. Yi Tian doesn't need to look to know that there is an incomparably powerful existence here. Even the entire land of the other side of eternity is not comparable to such a city, and there are many strong people here. Yi Tian kept a low profile, followed Tunchi honestly, and soon came to a certain area of this ancient giant city, where he settled down. During this time, you lived here, and after a while, you followed me to a place. Tunchi left after speaking, not afraid of Yi Tian escaping. After all, she thought Yi Tian was under control and naturally couldn't escape. Furthermore, the clan of Red Skeleton Giants is a slave clan here, no matter how they can escape. My identity may be revealed at any time, and I must learn the information here as soon as possible, and then change my identity. Yi Tian secretly said. Then, he began to understand the situation and inquire about the information in this ancient giant city. But I have to say that the status of the Red Skull Giant is really low, and he can't even go to many places. However, there are also some places where races with status such as the Red Skull Giant can go, and they can also learn some intelligence. Gradually, he came to understand something here. First, this ancient giant city is called Fengyu City, and it is one of the main cities of the Samsara Heavenly Clan, and the Samsara Heavenly Clan is the most noble race in this area, and it is also the only upper clan. In addition to the Samsara Heavenly Clan, there are also some slave races that are attached to the Samsara Heavenly Clan and have no status at all. The clan of Red Skeleton Giants is one of them. Even the weakest Samsara Heavenly Clan is far superior to the most powerful Red Skeleton Giants. Certainly, there are no weak people in the Samsara Heavenly Clan. The newly born Samsara Celestial Clan has the strength comparable to that of the ancestors in the upper realm of origin, and when they become adults, they are comparable to the overlords of the upper realm of origin. It is said that the reincarnation Tianzu has a primordial upper realm overlord comparable to the 9 awakenings. And slave races such as the Scarlet Skull Giant have a broken cultivation path, and the reincarnation heavenly ancestor also strictly controls resources. Many primordial upper realm overlords like the Scarlet Skull Giant can no longer continue to improve their strength after awakening once or twice at most. There are very few slaves who want to awaken more than 4 times. After all, the secret medicines given have major flaws, that is, it is easier to become the overlord of the upper realm than the other side of eternity. If you can continue to improve, the difficulty can be not as good as the other side of eternity. In short, a race like the Scarlet Skull Giant lived an extremely miserable life here. Now, Yi Tian somewhat understands why the Tai Cursed Dragon clan wants to stay in the land of Swinging Sea. I am afraid that it is also a slave race here, which has no status, and may even be used as a mount. But there are still a part of Tai Cursed Dragon who stayed here as slaves, maybe because of other secrets, they couldn't all be relocated to the land of Swinging Seas. It stands to reason that the reincarnation ancestors here can also invade the land of the other side of eternity. Why haven't they invaded? Yi Tian was puzzled. Certainly, the specific reason, he is definitely not qualified to know now. In addition, he also knows that the reincarnation Tianzu is not walking the 3 paths of the eternal land at all, and it can even be said that it does not matter at all. The Samsara Heavenly Clan follows their own bloodline path. Their bloodline is too powerful. After a little awakening of the bloodline, their strength will skyrocket, which is equivalent to the awakening of the origin ancestor body of the origin upper realm overlord. Suddenly, Yi Tian thought of his own body of Samsara Haoshan, which seemed to be related to the Samsara Heavenly Clan. Could the original ancestor create the reincarnation clear sky body based on the body of the reincarnation celestial clan, and then create the awakening path of the origin ancestor body on the other side based on the awakening of the blood of the reincarnation celestial clan, which is the first road? Yi Tian secretly said, the possibility really exists. Before, he thought that the original ancestor was incomparably defying the sky, and created 3 paths of primordial upper realm hegemony out of thin air. But if it is to imitate, it is not too difficult. Another time has passed. Yi Tian obtained some of the other side origin ancestral body methods and the inheritance of the awakening path suitable for the cultivation of the red skeleton giant in this Phoenix Feather City. It seems to be somewhat similar to the eternal other side, but it is simpler and more incomplete. The inheritance here should come from the land of the other side of eternity, but the reincarnation heavenly clan did not want these slave races to grow up, and only gave the incomplete inheritance, so that a few primordial upper realm overlords could be cultivated but they would not threaten their rule. Yi Tian guessed that was the reason. The Red Skull Giant has no future, he still has to create a replica of the Samsara clan. 1. But the reincarnation celestial clan is an intelligent race. If they don't know the other party, they will rashly copy a duplicate body, which will easily be exposed. Therefore, the target must be selected. After some inquiries, Yi Tian knew that there was a reincarnation heavenly clan in Fengyu City who had no sense of existence, Ao Chen. Ao Chen is very useless, and his bloodline is even a little weak, far below the average level. He is an adult and has not yet reached the realm of overlord of the upper realm. He usually stays at his own residence, does not go out, and does not interact with other people. In addition, Ao Chen's parents have fallen, and he is very marginalized in the reincarnation family. It can be said that this is a waste material, but it is in line with Yi Tian's goals. Just choose this Ao Chen, kill him, copy his copy body, and replace his identity. Others don't know him, and they can't see through my identity. Yi Tian muttered. So this day, Yi Tian entered the residence area of the Samsara Celestial Clan and came to Ao Chen's mansion on the pretext of serving Tunshi. Ao Chen is a complete waste material. Tunshi's status in the clan is not low. He thought it was Tunshi looking for him, naturally he dared not let Yi Tian come in. Ao Chen house. What did Tunshi ask you to come to me for? Ao Chen asked. Yi Tian said quickly. Tunshi let you die. As soon as the words fell, Yi Tian shot directly. Although his cloned body is only the cloned body of the Red Skull Giant, it has no fighting power. However, his own realm is too high, and he can instantly kill Ao Chen who has not reached the realm of origin upper realm hegemony. With one blow, Ao Chen was instantly killed. And Ao Chen couldn't believe it until he died, that a mere Red Skull Giant dared to kill him. After killing Ao Chen, he immediately began to replicate Ao Chen's cloned body. Soon, Ao Chen's body was copied. It's done, then I will walk in the Samsara Heavenly Clan as Ao Chen, and I will definitely gain a lot. Yi Tian secretly said. Subsequently, he let his Red Skull Giant copy body leave here, and then found a suitable time to offend a powerful Samsara Celestial Clan, and was instantly killed by the other party. In this way, the Red Skull Giant's duplicate body will dissipate, and there will be no doubts, and it will not involve his own mysterious dust duplicate body. Chapter 2726 Reincarnation to High Supernatural Powers. This reincarnation celestial clan's clone body is no problem now, but its strength is still too weak, and it must be improved. Yi Tian secretly said, the Samsara Heavenly Clan needs to complete the bloodline awakening before they can break through to the overlord of the origin upper realm. The normal Samsara Heavenly Clan naturally completes the awakening of their blood vessels after they reach adulthood, but Auchen cannot. If you follow the path of bloodline awakening, the growth rate of this replica body is too slow. It is better to cultivate the body of reincarnation first, and then take the fourth path, so that the strength can grow quickly. Yi Tian decided. Certainly, this fourth path and the first three paths are extremely difficult and are not suitable for other Samsara Heavenly Clan. Those reincarnation celestial clan can easily cultivate to the level of more than 4 awakenings in the future, and it is not difficult, just spend some more time, let them find these paths, they are not happy, nor look down upon. After all, these roads are all imitating them, how could they be willing to degenerate to take these roads? In other words, the body method of reincarnation Haoshan is the most advanced method of the ancestors of the other shore, and it is worthy of Yi Tian to use it to copy the body of Auchen. Cultivating the reincarnation clear sky body requires resources, and Yi Tian is not difficult to obtain. In Fengyu City alone, there are shops selling resources, and with his identity, even the most useless Samsara Heavenly Clan can obtain resources without difficulty. So, not long after, Yi Tian gathered the resources and started to practice the reincarnation clear sky body method. Soon, Yi Tian successfully made Auchen copy his body to become the body of Samsara Haoshan, and then refined the 3-source secret medicine, and began to strike the balance for the first time. Once the breakthrough is successful, his strength will definitely be comparable to the 4 awakened Samsara Heavenly Clan. Years go by, Yi Tian knew the reincarnation Haoshan body method very well, and the direct attack was successful. Boom, countless energies poured in from all around, helping Yi Tian's duplicate body to complete the transformation of his body. At this time, the bloodline of the ancestors of Samsara was activated, and the bloodline began to awaken. Combined with the body of Samsara clear sky, it became a more powerful bloodline. Suddenly, Yi Tian sensed that an extremely powerful force had been awakened. This force came from the depths of the bloodline, and it seemed to be related to the kind of power that existed in the original ancestor, the power that surpassed the 9 awakenings. In an instant, a spear of reincarnation appeared in Yi Tian's mind. It was just a phantom, but it seemed to be able to crush eternity and shatter endless reincarnation. At the same time, a message from the blood of the Samsara Heavenly Clan merged into Yi Tian's will of the origin. Soon, he understood what was going on. Reincarnation supreme divine ability, the Spear of Ruins. Through blood inheritance knowledge, it can be known that this kind of reincarnation supreme supernatural power is an extremely rare existence in the reincarnation family, and it is difficult to awaken, and the Spear of the Ruins is a terrifying technique that surpasses the supreme technique of the other side. Although Yi Tian has awakened the Spear of Ruins, the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation, he is only performing a single blow. After a single blow, he will have to use up most of his strength, and he will have no fighting strength. I didn't expect that there is the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation beyond the supreme art on the other side. Yi Tian was very surprised. If he hadn't come here, he wouldn't even want to know. He might have cultivated to the 9th balance, and it would be difficult to know the inheritance of the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation. However, this is the supreme supernatural power of blood reincarnation, and only this Auchen replica body can be displayed, and the real body replica body cannot be displayed unless he can create a supernatural power of reincarnation. The supreme supernatural power of reincarnation is too advanced, and it takes too much time to create it, so let's create it slowly in the future. Yi Tian secretly said. Another time has passed. At this time, Yi Tian has stabilized the realm of the first balance. In terms of realm, it is only equivalent to the ordinary awakening of the Samsara Heavenly Clan once, but the actual combat power is comparable to that of the 4 awakening Samsara Heavenly Clan. If you use the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation, you may be able to hit the awakened reincarnation Heavenly Clan 5 times. Certainly, he must be comparing with the general Samsara Heavenly Clan. Perhaps there is also a monster like him who can leapfrog and fight, so there is no way to compare. The first time the balance is still too weak, we have to improve our strength as soon as possible. Yi Tian was thinking about whether to bring the real reincarnation liquid from the replica body of the other side of eternity and use it for the Auchen replica body, but after thinking about it carefully, it is not worth it. The real reincarnation liquid is too precious, it must be for his own body use it. Therefore, this replica body should find resources by yourself and use it to improve your strength. Fengyu City, Reincarnation Heaven Pavilion. This is a place where a group of Samsara Celestial Clan gamble. They will make many slaves fight here for fun, and occasionally the Samsara Heavenly Clan will end up, but this situation is relatively rare and rare. After all, the Reincarnation Celestial Clan also has a good face. If they are defeated by a slave of the same rank, the face will not look good. Moreover, fighting with slaves is also shameful. But occasionally there will be Samsara Heavenly Clan who are stuck in a bottleneck but cannot break through. They come here to fight and seek breakthroughs. As long as they break through, no one will dare to ridicule them. Yi Tian is going to come here to earn some Reincarnation Heavenly Coins. Reincarnation Heavenly Coins are the currency of the Reincarnation Heavenly Clan. They are very valuable and can buy a lot of resources and treasures. Ouchin is a waste, and he doesn't have many resources on his body. Before, he spent a lot to buy resources. Now, if he wants to quickly improve his strength, he must earn a lot of reincarnation coins, and gambling by himself is the best and fastest way to accumulate wealth. At this time, Yi Tian came to the front desk of Reincarnation Heaven Pavilion to sign up for the competition, which directly made the female Red Skull Giant who registered at the front desk tremble. "Sir, do you really want to sign up for the competition?" The female Red Skeleton Giant asked. "Yes, I sign up. It's cold." The female Red Skull Giant didn't dare to neglect, and immediately signed up for Yi Tian, AA and passed the news to the senior management of the Reincarnation Heaven Pavilion, Zhao. After all, this is not a trivial matter, and it needs the permission of the Reincarnation Heaven Pavilion. Moreover, in the process of participating in the competition, the safety of the Samsara Heavenly Clan must be guaranteed. If they really lose, they must also save their lives. Reincarnation in the depths of Tianj. The main and deputy pavilion masters of the Reincarnation Pavilion received the news. There is a clan to participate in the competition. The pavilion owner of the Samsara Heavenly Clan, Shu Duo, said with a smile. "Which clan?" The deputy pavilion master Cha Bai was curious. "Ouchin," said Shu Duo. "I've never heard of it." Cha Bai shook his head. Although the number of Samsara Heavenly Clan is not large, it is also quite large. Ouchin is too wasteful and marginalized. Naturally, they have never heard of it. Shu Duo said, "It's a clan who has only completed a bloodline awakening, and may need to break through to the second bloodline awakening, so he came here to fight to seek a breakthrough. Arrange him in a battle of awakening. By the way, pay attention to safety, don't have the death incident of the reincarnation." Chapter 2727 Show some strength. Registration is successful. Yi Tian just needs to wait quietly for the match to start. Certainly, he also has to bet on himself, so that he can earn a little more reincarnation coins. However, as his clone body is a Samsara Heavenly Clan, the odds are definitely very low, and he will definitely not earn any Samsara Heavenly coins at the beginning, and most of his income still comes from the bonuses of the battle competition. However, he can leapfrog and fight. In this case, the odds are high. If you want to apply for a leapfrog battle, you must complete 10 consecutive victories before you are eligible to apply. At this time, the news that a Samsara Heavenly Clan was going to challenge at Samsara Heaven Pavilion spread, and the identity of Ouchin was also dug up. The most useless Samsara Heavenly Clan, who has not yet awakened its bloodline in adulthood, has just awakened its bloodline now. Therefore, many Samsara Celestial Clan are naturally not optimistic about Ouchin. As a result, some Samsara Celestial Clan instead bet on Ouchin to lose, which increased Ouchin's odds. Before long, Yi Tian was going to play as Ouchin. There is a special void arena in the Reincarnation Pavilion. Different void arenas have different strengths. Like the void arena where the Origin Upper Realm Overlord is awakened once, it is enough to support the second awakening Origin Upper Realm Overlord to fight without breaking. Enough to use. Yi Tian came on the field, and his opponent was the Golden Armored Serpent Clan, also one of the slave races of the Samsara Clan, and his body was extremely tough. At this time, the Golden Armored Giant Snake Clan's originating Upper Realm Overlord was a little flustered. After all, his opponent was a Samsara Heaven Clan. If he didn't do his best, he might be killed. After all, even if slave races like them were killed, Reincarnation Heaven Pavilion would not care, let alone rescue. If he goes all out to kill a Samsara Heavenly Clan, he will also be dead, and even hurt the other party. He will be very troublesome in the future. Certainly, if it is a fake match, it is definitely not allowed, otherwise Samsara Heaven Pavilion will not let him go. So, you can only do your best. Boom, the golden armored snake shot and attacked Yi Tian. With Yi Tian's strength, killing this giant golden armored snake is naturally very easy, and even as long as the aura is fully erupted, this giant golden armored snake has to be frightened to the point of death. But, he doesn't want to directly reveal his strength, so how can he earn reincarnation coins? Then, he only showed very weak strength and fought against this giant golden armored snake. After spending a little effort, he beheaded the giant golden armored snake and won the first victory. For this victory, the Samsara Heavenly Clan thought it was normal, and it would be strange if the Samsara Heavenly Clan couldn't defeat the golden armored giant snake clan. However, Ao Chen is a waste, and being able to defeat the giant golden armored snake shows that it is not too waste. With the passage of time, Yi Tian, AA as Ao Chen, won game after game, and the opponents he arranged for him naturally became stronger and stronger. Finally, the 10th match belonging to Yi Tian began. This time, Yi Tian's odds increased directly. 1 loses 5. That is to say, if you bet on Ao Chen, once you win, you can get 5 times the reincarnation coins. The reason why the odds are so high is because Yi Tian is about to face a special slave race, the Taishuelan tribe. Although the Taishuelan tribe is also a slave race, its status is much better than other slave races, second only to the reincarnation heavenly clan. Moreover, the leader of the Taishuelan clan is the existence that the Samsara clan needs to pay attention to. Just because the Taishuelan clan has a weak Samsara heavenly clan bloodline, and their potential is also very high, their understanding and cultivation speed are fast, and they are the first thugs of the Samsara heavenly clan. And this time against Yi Tian is the genius of the Taishuelan clan Lin Yun. Lin Yun is an awakened primordial upper realm overlord, but his combat power is terrifying. He has created a lot of other supreme techniques, and his flesh and blood is extremely powerful, far exceeding other awakened primordial upper realm overlords. Lin Yun once fought against a weaker second awakening origin upper realm overlord. Although he didn't win, he wasn't too weak either. In an awakening origin upper realm hegemony competition in the Reincarnation Heaven Pavilion, Lin Yun has now CJFJ won 100 consecutive victories. It can be said that he is almost invincible, and he has not participated in the competition for a long time. This time, Reincarnation Tianzu Ao Chen's 10-game winning streak let Lin Yun take action. It can be seen that Reincarnation Tianj attaches great importance to Yi Tian. Certainly, this is not a suppression. How can the Samsara Heavenly Pavilion suppress the Samsara Heavenly Clan? They want to put a little pressure on Ao Chen, so that Ao Chen can break the bottleneck and be promoted to the second bloodline awakening. But this is only their wrong estimation. Yi Tian is not here to sharpen the battle to break the bottleneck, he is purely here to earn Samsara coins. Now, the main and deputy pavilion masters of the Reincarnation Pavilion are also paying attention to this game. Shu Duo said lightly, "Cha Bai, do you think Ao Chen has any hope of winning?" 1. Cha Bai shook his head. Although Ao Chen is a member of our Samsara Heavenly Clan, his strength is not bad, but he is definitely not Lin Yun's opponent. Lin Yun's talent is very evil, but unfortunately he is not a member of our Samsara Heavenly Clan. Both inheritance and resources have been suppressed by us, otherwise, with Lin Yun's talent potential, he would have broken through to the second awakening or even the third awakening. It is impossible for them to grow up if they are not of my ethnicity, otherwise the incident in the ancient times will repeat itself. Shu Duo said. Before the game was about to start, Yi Tian bet all the reincarnation coins on his body to win. Not long after, the game started. On the Void Arena. Lin Yunyang, he is highly valued by the Samsara Heavenly Clan, and he is not afraid to offend an ordinary Samsara Heavenly Clan. Kill. Holding a long sword, Lin Yun exudes an incomparably powerful origin ancestor body from the other side, and a terrifying aura pervades. And Yi Tian also showed some strength, not weaker than Lin Yun. Boom. The two sides continued to fight, and the Void Arena was shaking. This scene shocked Shu Duo, the pavilion master of Samsara Tianj. Hey, this Ao Chen is so powerful, he can still fight against Lin Yun without being weak. They could clearly sense that the bloodline aura on Ao Chen was indeed a bloodline awakening. Ha ha ha, our Samsara Heavenly Clan has given birth to another genius. Not only Shu Duo, but many Samsara Heavenly Clan have this idea in their minds. And the Samsara Heavenly Clan, who had heard of Ao Chen before, was completely unbelievable at this moment. It's so strange that a waste material, who has no blood awakening in adulthood, awakens very late, and suddenly becomes a genius. Certainly, there are also Samsara Celestial Clan who think that Ao Chen is just a monster of the same level of combat power. The cultivation speed is very slow, and if there is no way to break through to a better realm, it is useless. Single G. Chapter 2728 Leapfrog Battle. Boom. Lin Yun was knocked flying. This means that Lin Yun is in a weak position, and those Samsara Celestial clan who bet on Lin Yun frowned. Once Lin Yun was defeated, the reincarnation coins they bet on were gone. And Samsara Tianj doesn't care who wins or loses, no matter who wins, Samsara Tianj will make a lot of money. Soon, Lin Yun was completely at a disadvantage. In a short time, Yi Tian defeated Lin Yun and won the victory. At the end of the game, Yi Tian obtained a lot of Samsara Heaven coins from the Heavenly Reincarnation Pavilion, and this time he made a lot of money. And Aochan was also discussed by many Samsara Celestial clan, and even attracted the attention of the top level of Samsara Celestial clan. But Yi Tian is not worried about anything, and he is not afraid of exposing himself. Soon, he began to apply for a leapfrog battle, and this application shocked the Samsara Heaven Pavilion. Although the 10-game winning streak can apply to leapfrog to fight, but there is not really a primordial upper realm overlord who would do this. It's like Lin Yun, who has completed 100 consecutive victories, but has not challenged the origin upper realm overlord who has awakened for the second time. There is a big gap between the strength of the first awakening and the second awakening. If you go to the competition, you will almost be killed. Reincarnation in the depths of Tianj. Shu Duo frowned slightly when he knew that Aochan was going to leapfrog. Although Aochan's strength is very strong, but the first awakening is not the same as the second awakening, the strength gap is too big. Could it be that Aochan felt that the pressure was not enough to break through the realm, so he had to leapfrog and fight? Apart from this reason, he couldn't think of any other reason. But Aochan is eligible to apply, and he will naturally agree. Subsequently, Reincarnation Tianj has agreed to Aochan's application and will arrange Aochan's leapfrog challenge competition in the near future. After a period of time, the leapfrog challenge competition belonging to Aochan began, and the odds were still very high, directly reaching 10 times the odds. 10 times the odds, this can definitely make me a fortune. Yi Tian said excitedly, and the odds are changing in real time, and maybe you can improve the odds. Really, as more and more people bet on Yi Tian's opponent, the odds are also increasing. Yi Tian started to bet when the odds reached 1 to 12, and he bet all of Aochan's net worth. This day, the game begins. Yi Tian's opponent had been announced long ago. He was a Red Skull Giant with a good record, the second awakening origin upper realm overlord. The primordial upper realm overlords who can survive in the Reincarnation Heaven Pavilion competition are not weak in the same realm, and those weak slave races have long since died. From the point of view of many Samsara Heavenly clan, Aochan can at most be comparable to the weaker second awakening primordial upper realm overlords, but in the Reincarnation Heaven Pavilion competitions are all top second awakening primordial upper realm overlords, and there is a huge gap in strength between them. Big. The battle can't be ended quickly. This time, let's defeat the opponent at the price of heavy damage. Yi Tian secretly said. On the void arena, the battle begins. Boom. The two sides fought each other. Yi Tian was trying his best to suppress his own strength, and he fought extremely hard, fighting with his life, and wanted to end the battle in a short time. Because the longer the battle, the easier it is to be exposed. This kind of desperate battle made the Samsara Celestial clan and those slave races enjoy a very good game. Soon, both sides were injured, and it was unclear who would win. However, they were all shocked. Aochan was able to fight to such an extent with the top second awakening primordial upper realm overlord. The strength displayed by this is stronger than before, it was clumsy before. Shu Duo was extremely surprised. Moreover, he also saw a little clue. Aochan not only completed the awakening of the bloodline, but also cultivated the special ancestor body of the other shore. The physical body is extremely powerful, and it is very powerful in all aspects, so that he can fight by leaps and bounds. Otherwise, it is impossible for Aochan to beat a top second awakening origin upper realm overlord. Soon, following a mistake made by the Red Skull Giant, Yi Tian severely injured the opponent, but he was also pierced by the opponent's counterattack. But the other party was more seriously injured, and soon the other party voluntarily conceded defeat. In such a game, as long as you admit defeat in time, the game can be ended, and it does not need to be divided into life and death every time. If a origin upper realm overlord had to die in every match, Samsara Heaven Pavilion would not be able to find so many slaves. 1. Yi Tian was in a good mood, and when Samsara Tianj got the betting reward, his mood was even better. A for flower sa, but this is far from enough. If he wants to buy a lot of cultivation resources, at least he has to play a few games. Certainly, If he wins the game again and again, the other members of the Samsara Heavenly Clan will feel tricky, and the Samsara Heaven Pavilion will not give him high odds, so he won't even think about earning so many Samsara Heavenly coins. After another period of time, another match of Yi Tian came, and the opponent faced in this match was even stronger. This time, the other Samsara Heavenly Clan members are still not optimistic about Yi Tian, and the odds of Samsara Heaven Pavilion are also relatively high, 3-for-1. Then, Yi Tian bet all his reincarnation coins again, and some people bet along with Yi Tian. After all, Yi Tian had already created many miracles, and some members of the Samsara Heavenly Clan thought that Ao Chen might also win the game, so they followed suit. 0. In this game, Yi Tian won the game again at the cost of heavy damage, which made many members of the Samsara Celestial Clan think that Ao Chen cheated, and even thought that Ao Chen was the reincarnation Celestial Clan who had awakened for the second time. That's what makes it so powerful. Even Shu Duo, the pavilion master of the Reincarnation Heaven Pavilion, thought Yi Tian was cheating, but he couldn't see through it. This possibility is not without. Moreover, he found that Ao Chen bet a lot of Reincarnation Heavenly coins every time and earned a lot of Reincarnation Heavenly coins. Reincarnation in the depths of Tianj. Yi Tian was invited here. Here, he met the pavilion master of the Reincarnation Pavilion, Shu Duo. At this time, Yi Tian sensed the terrifying aura on Shu Duo, even stronger than Huang Ancestor, but he should still not have reached the 9 awakenings. Obviously, this is a reincarnation ancestor who has awakened 8 times, but the combat power should be stronger than that of the ancestors. Ao Chen, what is your cultivation base? Shu Duo asked. Lord Zuduo, I am an awakened cultivation base. Yi Tian said truthfully. Many people in the clan think you are cheating now. Shu Duo said solemnly. You need to go to the ancestral monument to test to prove your cultivation. If you are found to be cheating, the Reincarnation Heaven Pavilion will take back the reincarnation you earned. Heavenly Coins. Corpse. Chapter 2729 Reincarnation Celestial Clan replicates the body and breaks through again. Yi Tian didn't earn much Reincarnation Heavenly Coins in the Reincarnation Temple, and the Reincarnation Heavenly Pavilion actually didn't care, but cheating was not advisable, otherwise it would affect the Reincarnation Heavenly Pavilion's business. This is why Shu Duo attaches so much importance to it. Otherwise, he would be too lazy to take care of this matter. It is good. Yi Tian agreed to go to the Reincarnation Celestial Clan Ancestral Monument for testing. His cloned body is indeed an awakened cultivation. It is just that he has broken through 3 paths together. In addition, he has cultivated the most advanced other side origin ancestor body method, so that he can have such terrifying strength. So no matter how he tested it, his cultivation of replicating his body was at the level of a bloodline awakening. Soon, Shu Duo left Fengyu City with Yi Tian. The ancestors of the Samsara Heavenly Clan were not here, so naturally they had to leave here. Reincarnation Celestial Clan, Reincarnation Ancient Mountain. 470 is the base camp of the Reincarnation Celestial Clan. There is no slave race, only the Reincarnation Celestial Clan is qualified to enter here. This is also Yi Tian's first time here. After coming to the ancient mountain of reincarnation, Yi Tian sensed a lot of terrifying auras, and there were many origin upper realm overlords who had awakened 8 times. Just these 8 awakened primordial upper realm overlords can sweep across the entire land of the other side of eternity. In front of a certain attic in the ancient mountain of Samsara. Shu Duo brought Yi Tian here, and after walking in, he came to a special void. There seems to be an endless expanse in this void, and there is an incomparably huge monument. This monument is the ancestral monument. And in the depths of this void, there are 3 breaths that far surpass Shu Duo. Definitely the origin upper realm overlord of the 9 awakenings. Yi Tian guessed. These 3 ninth awakened primordial and upper level overlords are here to retreat and practice, but they are definitely not all 9 awakened primordial level overlords of the Samsara Heavenly Clan. He still doesn't know how many overlords of the origin upper realm who have awakened 9 times in the entire Samsara Heavenly Clan, but there are definitely a lot. From this, it can be seen that the background of the Samsara Celestial Clan is too terrifying. Ao Chen, start the test. In front of the ancestral monument, even I can't hide my cultivation. Zuduo said, it is good. According to Shu Duo's instructions, Yi Tian used the ancestral tablet to test his own cultivation. It is impossible to say that he is not nervous at all. After all, he is not a real Samsara Heavenly Clan, but ancestral monuments should not be able to detect the copy talent. The ancestral monument radiated light, and the light enveloped Yi Tian. Soon, the test results are in. Awakening Onsa. Seeing this result, Shu Duo was shocked, but felt normal. After all, his cultivation is far beyond Aochan, and he also feels that Aochan is a bloodline awakening, but his body strength and origin are not like a bloodline awakening, so there is doubt. But looking at it now, Aochan is really just a bloodline awakening. Very well, Aochan, come back with me. Shu Duo left with Yi Tian. Not long after, Yi Tian returned to Fengyu City's Reincarnation Heaven Pavilion and announced the result. All members of the Samsara Heavenly Clan believe in the ancestral monument, and naturally they also believe that Aochan did not cheat. It's just that Aochan is so evil, they feel very surprised. After, Aochan played a few more games. Although the opponent's strength became stronger and stronger, he still won every time at the cost of serious injury. At this time, those Reincarnation Celestial Clan members knew that Aochan was deliberately hiding his strength. The Reincarnation Heaven Pavilion also knows, so the odds of Aochan are not high. If you want to earn a lot of Reincarnation Heavenly coins from the games of the Reincarnation Heaven Pavilion, don't think about it. Certainly, he can continue to leapfrog the challenge to challenge the Origin Upper Realm Overlord who has awakened 3 times. However, there are very few competitions at this level of the 3 awakenings, and only one will be held for a long time. The reason for this is because there are very few slaves who have awakened 3 times. Even if there are, they are the right-hand men of some Samsara Heavenly Clan. They are of great use and will not be used in competitions. The first awakening and the second awakening slave battle, this is the main force. I also earned a lot of reincarnation coins from these competitions, which can be used to buy a lot of resources. It is no problem to raise the cultivation of this cloned body to the second balance in a short period of time. Yi Tian murmured. And after Yi Tian's investigation and understanding, he also knew which resources were very helpful for improving his cultivation. I have to say that the Samsara Heavenly Clan has too many resources, but only the Samsara Heavenly Clan is eligible to buy them, other slave races are not eligible to buy those good things. Yanhai Building. This is a shop that sells various resources, and the owner behind it is a very powerful Samsara Heavenly Clan. After Yi Tian came here, he purchased a resource called Samsara Platinum Liquid. He didn't know where this resource came from, but only a few shops could buy it, and it was very useful. After he bought a large amount of reincarnation platinum liquid, he returned to his residence. Subsequently, he began to retreat and practice, refining these reincarnation platinum liquid. The effect is very good, and it can even improve the will of Samsara Hoshin's origin. Yi Tian said excitedly, certainly, for him, this reincarnation platinum liquid can comprehensively improve his strength, but for other reincarnation heavenly clan, it is a bit of a waste, they are only used to improve bloodlines and temper the flesh. The awakening path of the bloodline of the Samsara Heavenly Clan is very similar to the first path of the other side of eternity. Therefore, it is really wasteful to use reincarnation platinum liquid for them. The effect of the reincarnation platinum liquid is really good. It is estimated that in less than 1,000,000 years of the ancient era, I can reach the limit of the first balance, and I am qualified to hit the second balance. Yi Tian muttered, after the strength is strong, he can get more good things here, so as to feed back to the real copy body, making the real copy body more powerful. Before you know it, 5.9 million years of the primordial era passed. This day, Yi Tian, this mysterious dust replica body, has already reached the limit of the first balance. Subsequently, he began to strike the second balance, and also prepared a lot of 3-source secret medicine. Breakthrough. Yi Tian was not the first to break through, so he broke the shackles very easily. Boom. His cultivation continued to skyrocket, and his strength increased rapidly. After a long time, he has already completed the breakthrough, reaching the second level of balance, and the bloodline belonging to the Samsara Heavenly Clan has also completed the second awakening. But, this time, he did not obtain the supreme divine power of reincarnation, but due to the improvement of his strength and the enhancement of his bloodline, he could use the supreme divine power of reincarnation several times, and the power of the spear of reincarnation to supreme divine power was also enhanced a lot. Chapter 2730 Reincarnation Strange Ruins. Yes, the current combat power of this Aochan copy body is comparable to the reincarnation of the 5 awakened celestial clan. If the Spear of Ruined Sky is used, it is enough to severely damage the 6 awakened reincarnation celestial clan, so you can go and explore. 1. Yi Tian muttered. He has been here for a long time, and his understanding of this place is naturally not comparable at the beginning. According to the reincarnation celestial clan, this place is called the Dark Realm of Reincarnation. Outside of the Dark Realm of Reincarnation, there are other areas, but he still does not understand it. Reincarnation Dark Domain is completely controlled by Reincarnation Celestial Clan, with hundreds of slave races under its command. These hundreds of slave races are also not weak, and they all have many origin upper realm overlords, but due to the lack of high-end combat power, they are naturally unable to resist the Samsara Heavenly Clan. There are many treasures in the dark realm of reincarnation, but many places are controlled by the reincarnation sky, and those slave races have no chance to find resources there. It can be said that the slave race has very few places to go, and there is almost no freedom. But what surprised Etn was that among the hundreds of slave races, there was no Tai cursing dragon race. Obviously, the area connected to Tai cursed dragon may not be the dark domain of reincarnation, and he is not sure where it is connected. There are many treasures in the dark realm of reincarnation, but for a while, he didn't think about which treasure land to go to. However, on this day, he discovered that Tunchi had summoned more than a dozen slave races and left Fengyu City. What is Tunchi going to do? Yi Tian was a little curious. At the beginning, his red skull giant clone body was caught by Tunchi, saying that he was going to take him to a place after a while. Now it seems that Tunchi has taken action. Not only Tunchi, Yi Tian also found that many Samsara Celestial Clan had set off, and they all brought many Origin Upper Realm overlords of slave races, but most of them were Origin Upper Realm overlords with a bloodline awakening. Yi Tian has not completely integrated into the circle of Samsara Celestial Clan, nor does he have a backer. Therefore, it is still unclear to him what happened. However, he could follow them to see. With Yi Tian's strength, if he followed Tunchi and the others, he would naturally not be discovered. Even if he was discovered by the powerful Samsara Heavenly Clan, he would not do anything to him. After all, his current identity is also the Reincarnation Celestial Clan. After a period of time, Tunchi led more than a dozen slave race overlords from the primordial upper realm to a place in the dark realm of Samsara. This should be a newly discovered treasure place in the dark realm of reincarnation. Yi Tian did not know of its existence. At this time, in addition to Tunchi, Yi Tian also saw a familiar figure Shuihao. At the beginning, what he first encountered was Howl of Blood, for which he sacrificed the cloned body of the unsullied magic vine. Tunchi and Shuihao meet. This will definitely meet the red skull giant I copied. 1. However, this is not a problem. At most, let Tunchi and Shuihao meet, thus creating a little contradiction. Really, Tunchi and Shuihao met, and she also saw those origin upper realm overlords brought by Shuihao, and her eyes were fixed on one of the red skull giants. You're not dead, Tunchi said coldly. This red skull giant obviously offended a certain powerful Samsara Heavenly Clan member and was killed at random. How could he live here well? This is not normal. Soon, she guessed a reason, that is, the red skull giant took refuge in Shuihao, and Shuihao released his control for him. The so-called killing may just be acting. Shuihao, you are going too far, robbing my slave. You are also one of the descendants of Lord Bingshu, acting for me for a slave. Tunchi scolded. Bloodhowl was stunned. He didn't offend Tunchi, and Tunchi came up directly to ask the teacher to ask the guilt, what is this doing? Tunchi, what are you talking about? When did I snatch your slaves? Will my Bloodhowl be short of slaves? He's my slave, and now he's here with you, not what you robbed. Tunchi pointed at the red skull giant and asked. Shuihao sneered. Tunchi, this slave has followed me for hundreds of millions of years of the primordial era. You think he'll believe it? Tunchi wants to get angry. At this time, other members of the Samsara Celestial Clan came to dissuade him. Under the dissuasion of other Samsara Celestial Clan members, they did not really make trouble. As time passed, more and more members of the Samsara Heavenly Clan came. Suddenly, Yi Tian also appeared, attracting the attention of many Samsara Heavenly Clan. Who is this guy? Many Samsara Heavenly Clan do not know Yi Tian, but there are also Samsara Heavenly Clan who have been to Samsara Heavenly Pavilion, so they naturally think of Yi Tian. He is Ouchin, once a waste of the Samsara Heavenly Clan. He doesn't know how to suddenly awaken, and he is able to leapfrog to fight. But his current strength should only be comparable to the second awakening of the primordial upper realm overlord. How dare he come here? Isn't he trying to find death? A member of the Samsara Heavenly Clan wondered. Where is this place? Yi Tian asked curiously. This question made other Samsara Celestial Clan suddenly realize, no wonder Yi Tian dared to come here, so he didn't know. Ouchin, this is not the place you should come, hurry up. Tunchi transmitted the sound to Yi Tian. Your Excellency Tunchi, please also tell us one or two, why so many clansmen came here with so many slaves. Yi Tian also asked through voice transmission. Tunchi did not hide Yi Tian. She won't tell those slaves, but it's no problem to tell the members who are also members of the Samsara Heavenly Clan. This is a newly opened treasure place of our Samsara Heavenly Clan, the Reincarnation Ruins. It is very dangerous, and the 6-time primordial upper realm overlord cannot enter it, so only 5 awakened clansmen are allowed to come here at most. And here Ida's too dangerous, Ida's easy to fall, so bring some slaves in and let them explore, this can save a lot of life, Atunchi still said through voice transmission. Use slaves to find the way. This is tantamount to sacrificing the slaves of the primordial upper realm overlords. Anyway, the land of the other side of eternity is definitely inconceivable, and it is impossible for any overlord of the eternal other side to sacrifice any primordial upper realm overlord. But in the dark realm of reincarnation, the slave race has no status at all, and sacrifice is sacrificed. No amount of slave races can compare to the life of a member of the reincarnation heaven. Just then, the entire reincarnation ruins released 9 colored rays of light, covering this void. Seeing this scene, the members of the Samsara Heavenly Clan were very excited. It's turned on, hurry in. Immediately, they broke in with these slaves. And Yi Tian also went in directly. Chapter 2731 Resource-Rich Reincarnation Ruins. The reincarnation ruins are very dangerous. After these reincarnation celestial clan members came in, they did not move quickly, but walked cautiously. Although it is not the first time that the reincarnation ruins have been opened, this treasure monster is because the terrain is different every time. The previous experience is of no use at all. If there is no slave to probe the front, it is easy to encounter danger. However, there are many resources in the reincarnation ruins, and they are very excited. If they get some good things, they can break through to the realm of 6 bloodline awakenings, and their strength and status will be far beyond what they are now. So, it's well worth the risk. Come in. Yi Tian entered the ruins of reincarnation and felt that the time and space around him were constantly changing. Although the changes were not fast, the landforms were always moving, and even the location was changing, making it difficult for people to lock in the position of the outside world. If there is no special way, I'm afraid I don't even know where the exit is. Certainly, those members of the Samsara Heavenly Clan who came in must have a way to find an exit, and he also has a way, that is, to use other duplicate bodies as coordinates to let himself go out. In short, it is not difficult to get out. Although Tunchi didn't reveal too much information, since these members of the Samsara Heavenly Clan dare to venture in, there must be a lot of resources here, otherwise there is no need to take risks. Yi Tian secretly said. But, he currently needs to find a place to duplicate other duplicate bodies. The other side. Bloodhowl led the slave races such as a dozen red skull giants slowly forward, and those slave races did not know their role, but they were not stupid, and they had already seen that this place was unusual. At this moment, they were a little scared, but they didn't dare to resist the bloodhowl. In the dark realm of reincarnation, the slave race did not dare to rebel, and no one who rebelled would have a good end. Moreover, they can't beat the bloodhowl, the strength gap is too big. You, go ahead and walk W. Bloodhowl pointed at a red skull giant and ordered. Lord Bloodhowl, I. The red skull giant was a little scared and seemed reluctant. If you don't go, die. The terrifying aura of howling blood filled the air, making the red skull giant have to go over. Lord Bloodhowl, I'll go. The red skull giant slowly passed by. While Bloodhowl kept other slaves at a distance, the changes in the reincarnation ruins were very slow, so using this method can find out the danger in advance. Before long, the red skeleton giant was in danger. Puff! The body of the red skull giant seemed to be squeezed by 2 pieces of heaven and earth, and in an instant, half of his body was directly crushed. However, the red skull giant did not die, escaped in time, and quickly healed half of his body, but his injuries were not light. Return. The sound of blood howling came. The red skull giant was so frightened that he came back immediately, and he was still terrified at the moment. He had absolutely no idea what was going on and almost died. Lord Bloodhowl, obviously there are no enemies, what's the situation? The red skull giant asked. Shuihao smiled and said, the time, space and landforms of the reincarnation ruins are moving, but the movement in some places does not follow the law, but is squeezing each other. This kind of squeezing seems to be very slow, but if it touches, it is the source of the overlord of the upper realm will also be crushed, and if he fails to react in time, he will naturally die. Now that you are seriously injured, just follow and heal. Subsequently, Bloodhowl assigns another slave to find his way elsewhere. The slave was also very frightened, but did not dare not to go, at least there was hope of survival. However, what all the slaves don't know at this moment is that the danger of this squeeze is not the most dangerous in the reincarnation ruins, and there are many dangerous situations, but the blood howl will definitely not say it. With the passage of time, many slaves under the command of the members of the reincarnation celestial clan have fallen. And Yi Tian also found a place and started to copy out Chen's body. He didn't copy his real body to copy his body. Once the real copy body is exposed and attracts the attention of the senior leaders of the Samsara Heavenly Clan, it will be bad. Therefore, he only copied the body of Ouchen. Copy succeeded. The second Ouchen copy body was copied, and then moved on. Soon, he found a resource, reincarnation gray grass. Reincarnation gray grass is a very common resource in the dark realm of reincarnation, but also for the reincarnation heaven clan, those slave races are still eager for this reincarnation gray grass. Just because the reincarnation gray grass can be used to make some kind of secret medicine to help the ancestors of the other shore to awaken for the first time. For those overlords of the primordial upper realm who have not taken the three paths, the value of the reincarnation gray grass is very high, and it is an extremely precious thing placed on the other side of eternity, but there are many here. Quote, Reincarnation gray grass is not very useful to me, but it can be used to cultivate human race or Tiantian pavilion members. Then, Yi Tian collected the reincarnation gray grass here, and then returned to another replica body, and handed these reincarnation gray grass to another replica body, and then continued to explore the reincarnation ghost ruins. Soon, Yi Tian found a lot of reincarnation gray grass and some other resources. No wonder those members of the Samsara Heavenly Clan want to come here to explore. The resources here are too rich. If those origin upper realm overlords in the land of eternity know about it, they will definitely go crazy. Yi Tian secretly said. At the same time, he also had to envy the resources of the dark realm of reincarnation. With so many resources, the reincarnation heavenly clan would naturally be extremely powerful, far from being comparable to those in the land of eternity. This Zhao's day, Yi Tian walked into the place where the two pieces of heaven and earth were squeezed. In an instant, his body began to shatter. However, he still withdrew in time, and only 1/5 of his body was shattered. It's two pieces of heaven and earth squeezing together, and it's silent, even I didn't notice it. Yi Tian frowned slightly. No wonder Tunchi and the others are looking for slaves to explore the way. If they encounter such a situation, even if they don't die, they will be severely injured. This kind of squeezing of heaven and earth simply ignores the strength of the cultivation base. No matter how strong the strength is, it is difficult to resist the power of the world of reincarnation and ruins. The stronger the Samsara celestial clan members, the more terrifying the squeeze they may endure. Therefore, in the face of this danger, the reincarnation heavenly clan can only avoid it, but cannot erase it. Yi Tian originally thought that the reincarnation ruins only had this kind of danger, but soon, he encountered other dangerous situations. Chapter 2732 The Spirit of Reincarnation. What is this? Yi Tian suddenly sensed a terrifying force, turned into a hand and grabbed his heart, directly crushing his heart. And the heart is crushed, and naturally it will not die for the origin upper realm overlord. But then, one hand penetrated into his body, smashing the body one by one. Crucial moment, Yi Tian mobilized the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation, the spear of Ruin Tian, and stabbed into the unknown place fiercely. Puff! As if something had been pierced, the unknown existence retreated, but soon launched an attack. It was not safe until Yi Tian exited this area. What was that just now? Yi Tian didn't see the other party at all, and even the copy talent didn't sense the other party's existence. It can make the copy talent unable to sense the opponent, which proves that the opponent has no talent, may not be a normal life form, and has a strange power. When it is not attacked, it cannot sense the existence of the opponent at all. It was the first time he had encountered such a strange existence. And the opponent's attack is very powerful, he can't resist it, he can only watch the replica body being pinched everywhere, but if the 470 party is stabbed, it should also be injured. After all, after he used the spear of Ruin Tian, his combat power was enough to match the origin upper realm overlord who had awakened 6 times. Another place in the reincarnation ghost ruins. A slave under blood howl walked into an area and suddenly let out a scream of pain. Immediately afterwards, under the gaze of Blood Howl and other origin upper realm overlord slaves, it was crushed, turned into countless blood mists, and then dissipated and died. This. The slaves panicked. They didn't see the enemy at all, and they didn't see any danger. This origin upper realm overlord slave was crushed, and they didn't even have a chance to escape. Lord Bloodhowl, isn't this the squeeze of heaven and earth? A red skull giant asked in panic. No, Bloody howled. This is the attack of the spirit of reincarnation. The spirit of reincarnation, these slaves do not know. Shui Hao continued. The spirit of reincarnation cannot be seen or touched, and its attack power is very terrifying. Even me, I can't fight the spirit of reincarnation. I must withdraw from the spirit of reincarnation to avoid being killed. Don't worry, CJFJ, the spirit of reincarnation is rare and not easy to encounter. However, these words are naturally to fool these slaves. The spirit of reincarnation is not very rare, but very easy to encounter, otherwise, he would not have found more than a dozen slaves of the origin upper realm overlord level. What he fears the most is the spirit of reincarnation, which is far more dangerous than the squeeze of heaven and earth. When he encounters the squeeze of heaven and earth, he can still survive, but when he encounters the spirit of reincarnation, he may not be able to survive. If the slave died, he would definitely leave the reincarnation ruins. However, he would definitely not say such things to these slaves. When he came in this time, he didn't expect these slaves to survive a few. Not only Shui Hao, but Tunchi and other reincarnation heavenly clan members also encountered many dangerous situations, and many slaves died one after another. However, those reincarnation celestial clan members are naturally unwilling to give up. Their goal is to find treasure resources that can help them break through. Yi Tian's strength is strong, but after all, he has no slaves, everything has to rely on himself to find his way, and he also wants to go deep into the reincarnation, so the number of dangers he encounters will naturally be more. However, the treasure resources he found were also more. Moreover, after he was injured, he did not go to heal his wounds. If he died, he would naturally recreate an Ouchin copy body. This day, Yi Tian encountered the spirit of reincarnation again, so he did not escape. The main reason was that this Ouchin copy was seriously injured and died in the hands of the spirit of reincarnation. In the following years, he continued to search for resources in the reincarnation. Could this be reincarnation profound gold? Yi Tian saw a special piece of metal, which exuded strong energy fluctuations, and was extremely excited. Reincarnation profound gold is a very important resource in the dark realm of reincarnation, and it is also the material for refining the treasure of reincarnation. It can be said that the effects of reincarnation profound gold and immortal blood gold are the same. It's just that the indestructible blood gold is made from the bones of the ancestors, and the profound gold of reincarnation is a natural resource, and it is only available in the dark realm of reincarnation. If you find enough reincarnation profound gold, you can also create reincarnation treasures. In the reincarnation heavenly clan, the reincarnation treasure is not as rare as the land of eternity, but there is no reincarnation heavenly clan member who has awakened 7 times, and don't even think about getting a reincarnation treasure. He is also planning to stay in the Samsara heavenly clan for a long time, constantly transporting resources from the dark realm of Samsara to the real copy body of the eternal beyond land. If the copy body here has a reincarnation treasure, it can greatly improve his strength. Immediately, Yi Tian put away this piece of reincarnation profound gold. Next, he kept looking for the profound gold of reincarnation here, and there was indeed a lot of profound reincarnation here, but because it was very close to the core area of the reincarnation ruins, it was very dangerous. There are many spirits of reincarnation like the squeeze of heaven and earth, that is why Yi Tian is not afraid of sacrificing to copy his body, so he dares to find reincarnation mysterious gold here. If it were Tunchi and Shui Hao, a dozen slaves would not be enough. If they dared to come here, they would definitely have to flee soon. After a period of time, Yi Tian has found enough reincarnation profound gold material to refine a reincarnation treasure. But, he still hasn't left, and he is still searching. He might think too much of a weapon like the reincarnation treasure. If he can refine 2 weapons, it would be better. But, the reincarnation profound gold here is not endless. After searching for a period of time, he still did not have the amount of reincarnation profound gold to refine into the second one, so he had to continue to go deeper and search for other resources. And soon, he made a new discovery and discovered another resource. That is a kind of flowing water, with a certain attacking ability, the whole body is purple, and it contains powerful energy. After Yi Tian grabbed this kind of water, he identified it, and probably recognized what this kind of resource was. Reincarnation marrow. This is a very rare and precious resource. When he was buying resources before, he had seen this kind of resource, and it was almost sold in milliliters. 1 milliliter of reincarnation marrow is worth 10,000 reincarnation coins. At the beginning, he only earned tens of millions of reincarnation heavenly coins through the competition, but there are at least thousands of milliliters of reincarnation essence in front of him, which is worth tens of millions of reincarnation heavenly coins, which is more than his last competition. There are even more. Chapter 2733 came out. I made a lot of money this time. Yi Tian immediately took away these reincarnation marrow. And this is just the beginning. If you continue to search, you will definitely find more reincarnation marrow, and the harvest will be unimaginable. In the past, he didn't have enough reincarnation coins to buy reincarnation essence, but now he doesn't have to. The value of the reincarnation marrow is very high, and it is of great use to the reincarnation heavenly clan who have awakened 6 times. For Yi Tian, AA nature is also of great use. If there is enough reincarnation marrow, he can even quickly raise the cultivation of the real body to the limit of the 3rd balance to hit the 4th balance. After all, the value of reincarnation essence is very high, and it is especially suitable for him who has cultivated the body of reincarnation clear sky, but it is not so helpful to other origin upper realm. In terms of value, the essence of reincarnation is naturally far inferior to the true essence of reincarnation, but the true value of the true essence of reincarnation is to save the lives of those who have awakened 8 times in the upper realm, not to improve their cultivation. If you use those real reincarnation liquids to improve your cultivation, it would be a waste. Now, Yi Tian seldom uses the samsara true liquid. This time he discovered the samsara essence, and even more will not use the samsara true liquid. It is not bad to wait for his son in the future. Subsequently, Yi Tian sent this copy of the reincarnation marrow back, and then came here again to continue searching for the reincarnation marrow. As time passed, Yi Tian found another copy of reincarnation essence and was in a good mood. But here is also more dangerous. The spirit of reincarnation and heaven and earth are squeezed a lot, and the copy body often falls. However, compared to the gains, this loss is not worth mentioning. Gradually, the reincarnation marrow on Yi Tian became more and more, and its value was unimaginable. Reincarnation deep in the ruins. Yi Tian came here, and he was also the only origin upper realm overlord who came here. The danger here is extremely terrifying. The sky and the earth are squeezed for a certain distance. If the sky and the earth are squeezed as a point, then this is a dense point. It is conceivable how frequently and chaotic the world moves here. However, the resources here are indeed many and precious. Soon, Yi Tian discovered a resource far beyond the reincarnation marrow. It is a crystal that is extremely black, and it contains infinite voids inside. After touching it, the energy in the body will be absorbed by it, and it must be sealed before it can be taken away. If I didn't guess wrong, this should be the Ruin Heaven Realm crystal. 1. Yi Tian secretly said, "This is an incomparably precious treasure. Many shops buy this kind of resources, and there are no shops that sell these resources." It was also an occasional opportunity for him to know that the dark realm of reincarnation has the treasure resource of Ruin Tianji, but he only knew that Ruin Tianji was worth 1 million reincarnation coins per gram. Such a Ruins Tianji weighed at least 3 kilograms and more than 1,500 grams. In other words, such a piece of Ruins Heaven boundary crystal is worth at least 1.5 billion reincarnation heaven coins. Such a precious Ruins Heaven boundary crystal, those powerful Samsara heavenly clan are not qualified to possess it. Yi Tian was extremely excited when he saw this Ruins Heaven boundary crystal. But, just as he approached the Ruins Heaven boundary crystal, he encountered a squeeze from the heavens and the earth. The flesh body was directly smashed in half, but he withdrew in time. Subsequently, he started duplicating his body here, otherwise, it would not be easy to obtain this Ruin Heaven boundary crystal. Soon, he copied several copies of the body and continued to approach the Ruintian boundary crystal. However, approaching from another position, it still encountered the squeeze of heaven and earth. Obviously, the location where the Ruins Heaven boundary crystal is located is afraid that there is more than one place where the world is squeezed, and it may even be located in the place where the world is squeezed, but it is extremely tough, and the extrusion of the world cannot help this Ruins Heaven boundary crystal. If this is the case, he must cast the Ruins Heaven boundary crystal out of the extruded area of AA heaven and earth. Then do it. Yi Tian used the spear of Ruins Heaven, the reincarnation supreme supernatural power, and rushed into the squeeze of heaven and earth. With this copy of the body falling, he stabbed a blow and hit the Ruins Heaven realm crystal, directly letting the Ruin Heaven realm fall. Crystal moved a little distance. And this replica body has fallen. Subsequently, he started the second attempt, once again sacrificing a duplicate body, and letting the Ruin Tian Bianjing move again. After repeated attempts, the Zushan boundary crystal was finally moved out of the extrusion range of the heavens and the earth. Subsequently, Yi Tian obtained this piece of ruin heaven boundary crystal easily, and he was in a good mood. In the years that followed, he used the cloned body to try again and again to find the ruins heaven boundary crystal, but the ruins heaven boundary crystal was too rare and difficult to find, but he found a lot of other resources, all of which were extremely precious. A for flower sa. This day, Yi Tian was very lucky, and found another piece of ruins heaven boundary crystal, which was about the same size as the previous piece. He also spent a lot of duplicating his body before he took away the ruin heaven boundary crystal. In the days that followed, Yi Tian successively obtained a total of 6 ruins heaven boundary crystals. It's almost time, it's time to go out, Tunshi J muttered. Not only is the reincarnation ruins about to close, but also because she has only 2 slaves left, and they are both in a state of heavy damage. Even if they waited for them to recover, they would not be able to withstand a few explorations. Point 0. Moreover, she has to go back, even if she is going back the same way, but the road has changed, if she encounters danger again, so she must keep 2 slaves to prepare for unknown danger. Although the harvest this time is not too big, it is not bad. She didn't dare to be greedy, otherwise she might stay here. Go back, Tunshi gave the order. When the 2 slaves heard this, they breathed a sigh of relief. If they go back, there is hope for them to survive, otherwise, if they continue to explore, they will surely die. The other side, Bloodhowl is also leaving the reincarnation. The members of the Samsara Heavenly Clan retreated one after another, not daring to stay here for too long. At this time, Yi Tian also roughly calculated that the reincarnation ruins would be closed, so he sent all the resources to the duplicate body and was about to leave. Of course, he also left a few words to copy the body to stay here. Reincarnation ruins exit. One member of the Samsara Heavenly Clan came out. When some unlucky Samsara Heavenly Clan members came out, there was only 1 slave left, or they came out by themselves, and all the slaves under their command were wiped out. And Yi Tian also came out. Aochen, you went in alone and came out alive. Tunshi was shocked when he saw Aochen coming out. It's just luck, and I didn't go deep. Yi Tian explained. Tunshi also guessed that Aochen didn't go deep, otherwise how could he still be alive? Corpse. Chapter 2734 The Fourth Balance. These Samsara Celestial Clan members did not stay here for too long, and soon left one by one. As for whether there are any members of the Samsara Heavenly Clan who have fallen in the reincarnation ruins, they don't care. After a while, the reincarnation ruins were completely closed. Reincarnation ghost ruins. Several copies of Yi Tian's bodies were still here, and suddenly an invisible hand pinched him. Bang, bang. Several of his duplicate bodies were crushed at the same time, and they were crushed instantly, without any chance to fight back. It's the spirit of reincarnation. Moreover, this spirit of reincarnation is many times stronger than the spirit of reincarnation he encountered before, so he naturally has no hope of escaping. No wonder no Samsara Heavenly Clan dares to stay in the reincarnation ruins. Once they stay, they will surely die. Yi Tian secretly said. Now, the duplicate bodies of 470s in the reincarnation ruins have been destroyed, and he can no longer go in, so naturally he no longer pays attention to the reincarnation ruins. At this time, his Aochen replica body has already stayed in Fengyu City, and after waiting for a period of time, he will meet with his real body replica body and send some resources back to the land of eternity. For example, resources such as reincarnation marrow should be sent back. At the same time, he was also inquiring about the usefulness of the ruins heaven boundary crystal, but ordinary members of the Samsara Heavenly Clan did not know the specific use of this thing, fearing that only the upper echelons of the Samsara Heavenly Clan would know its value. However, he can't directly ask the seniors of the Samsara Heavenly Clan. In that case, it is easy to attract the attention of the seniors of the Samsara Heavenly Clan. Be quiet for now, Yi Tian secretly said. Another time has passed. Yi Tian saw that almost no one was paying attention to him, so he left Fengyu City and went to the bordering crack between the land of the immortal vines and the dark realm of reincarnation. After a while, he arrived here. Then, he went straight through the crack and entered the unsullied abyss. Certainly, he didn't stay here too long, otherwise there might be unknown things. After he only handed those resources to the real body to copy the body, he quickly returned to the dark realm of reincarnation. Tiantian Pavilion. Yi Tian came back with the reincarnation marrow, and then began to refine the reincarnation marrow. Boom, His samsara clear sky body and samsara clear sky source are both rapidly improving, and his aura is rapidly becoming stronger. The effect of reincarnation is too good. Yi Tian was excited. With so many reincarnations, it won't be long before his real body breaks through to the fourth balance. The other side, reincarnation dark domain. Yi Tian's mysterious copy body is also preparing to refine a reincarnation treasure. He found a lot of reincarnation profound gold in the reincarnation ruins, and it is not a problem to refine several reincarnation treasures. He naturally wants to refine a reincarnation treasure. Although the dark domain of reincarnation does not have the fire of the original ancestor's heart flame, it has a similar flame. Round Fire Tower. This is a place of the Samsara Celestial Clan. The Samsara Celestial Clan introduced the flame of a kind of reincarnation fire into the Samsara Fire Tower, and created a weapon forging room for refining weapons. The high levels of the Samsara Heavenly Clan refine the reincarnation treasure or other weapons, all here. Therefore, in the dark realm of reincarnation, refining the reincarnation treasure is naturally much easier. Soon, Yi Tian applied to enter the reincarnation fire tower. The Samsara Heavenly Clan did not know that Yi Tian was going to refine the reincarnation treasure, and they thought Yi Tian was refining a secondary weapon. Soon, Yi Tian entered the reincarnation fire tower and rented a weapon forging room. Enter the weapon forging room. Yi Tian saw a fire of reincarnation spread out from a magic circle. The rage of the fire of reincarnation was suppressed by the fire tower of reincarnation. Using this kind of flame can be hundreds of times easier than using the fire of heart flame to refine it last time, and it can definitely be refined successfully. Yi Tian thought to himself. And he is going to continue refining the reincarnation treasure of the spear class, and it can also fit the reincarnation supreme supernatural power, the spear of Zushan. Yi Tian is not the first time refining, so the whole process is very easy. As time passed, after a period of time, a reincarnation treasure was successfully refined. Nailed it. Yi Tian quickly refined this reincarnation treasure, felt the power of the reincarnation treasure, and cooperated with the reincarnation supreme supernatural power of the spear of Zushan. He now has the confidence to use this mysterious dust to copy the body and kill the source of 6 awakenings, beginning to be the overlord of the upper realm. He did not continue to refine the treasure of reincarnation, and the profound reincarnation gold was kept, in case it would be useful in the future. Besides, it is enough to have a handful of reincarnation treasures in the wheel, and there is no hand refining one. After coming out of the fire tower of Samsara, Yi Tian stayed in Fengyu City to cultivate honestly. He has harvested a lot of resources, and he can easily improve the cultivation of Auchen's copying body, and it will definitely break through to the realm of the third balance in a short time. If Auchen's copy body breaks through to the third balance, then the strength will exceed that of the real copy body. After all, the cloned body of the real body does not have the supernatural power of reincarnation, but the cloned body of Auchen does. The supreme supernatural power of reincarnation can also be created. In the future, I will spend some years studying the supernatural power of reincarnation. Yi Tian thought to himself. Years go by. Tianshan Pavilion. Yi Tian has been refining the reincarnation of the marrow, the cultivation base has been skyrocketing, and the strength has been rapidly improved. Gradually, his cultivation level increased to the limit of the third balance, and he was ready to hit the fourth balance. The reincarnation marrow also helps to impact the fourth balance, and with the 3-source secret medicine, the success rate of breakthrough is definitely not low. But, he tried to break through a few times and found that the effect of the 3-source secret medicine was poor again, so he spent a little time and switched to better treasures to refine the 3-source secret medicine, and created a better 3-source secret medicine. Then, he continued to impact the fourth balance. With the brand new 3-origin secret medicine, Yi Tian broke through after only one impact. Boom! Yi Tian's cultivation level broke the shackles, from the third balance to the fourth balance. Most of his reincarnation Hooshan body, 5.9 reincarnation Hooshan source, and the will of the origin realm are all integrated into one, and the endless energy is absorbed by him, and his body continues to grow and grow. After a long time, his breath has undergone earth-shaking changes. My strength is much stronger than before, Yi Tian said excitedly. And, Auchen's copy body will also break through to the third balance. Once it breaks through to the third balance, after the strength is improved, there may be hope to enter the high-level circle of the Samsara Heavenly Clan. Some days passed. Reincarnation Dark Domain. Yi Tian's Auchen copy body finally broke through to the third balance, the Samsara Heavenly Clan bloodline completed the 3 awakenings and the strength changed. At this time, he is planning to enter the circle of the Samsara Heavenly Clan, so that he can get more information, learn more secrets, and hopefully get more good things. Chapter 2735 See the Reincarnation of the Nine Awakened Family. Yi Tian's Ouchin copy body is now just an ordinary member of the Samsara Heavenly Clan. If he wants to be valued by the high-level Samsara Heavenly Clan and enter a higher circle, he must show his talent and strength. You must show your strength. Yi Tian muttered. Certainly. He will not reveal the fourth way, otherwise it is easy to reveal his identity. In case the reincarnation of the Celestial Clan knew the information about the land of the other side of eternity, and knew that the fourth path was born in the land of the other side of eternity, then he also embarked on the fourth path, and his identity was questionable. So, in any case, the fourth way cannot be revealed. However, he can reveal the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation. The supreme supernatural power of samsara is the bloodline supernatural power of the Samsara Heavenly Clan. Even if it is exposed, it will only attract the attention of the Samsara Heavenly Clan, rather than being suspected by them. Reincarnation of Ancient Mountains. In the depths of a void, three stalwart figures are chatting here. They are the true high-level leaders of the Samsara Heavenly Clan, and they are also the three origin upper realm overlords who have awakened 9 times. 29. Just got the news that a clansman announced that he has awakened the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation. Yazoo, the overlord of the origin upper realm who has awakened 9 times, said. Yazoo, this news is not necessarily true. There is no way to detect the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation. Many clansmen don't even know what the supernatural power of reincarnation is. They must enter the ancient mountain of reincarnation to test. Another 9 awakened Junzu, the overlord of the original upper realm, said. Then let that clan come to the ancient mountain of samsara to test. If the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation is really born, it must be cultivated. Such clansmen, once they grow to our level, their combat power can far exceed the average source of 9 awakenings. The overlord of the first realm. Yazoo said. Fengyu City, Yi Tian reported the news of his awakening to the high magical powers of samsara, and the Samsara Heavenly Clan would definitely pay attention. Really, he soon got a notification from the senior leaders of the Samsara Heavenly Clan, and asked him to go to the ancient Samsara mountain. Swish, Yi Tian immediately went to the ancient mountain of samsara. Not long after, he came to the ancient mountain of reincarnation. At this time, a member of the Reincarnation Heavenly Clan who had awakened 8 times appeared in front of Yi Tian. He took the initiative to receive him. This kind of treatment was not bad. I have seen Lord Ji Yuan. Yi Tian showed due respect. Aochen, come with me. Ji Yuan took Aochen to the void somewhere in the ancient mountain of samsara. At this time, Yi Tian sensed a terrifying aura. The weakest one was the 8th awakened origin upper realm overlord, and there seemed to be far more existences than the 8 awakened primordial upper realm overlord. That must be the 9 awakenings. The origin of the overlord of the upper realm. The origin overlord of the 9 awakenings. Yi Tian was secretly surprised. Such existence, it seems that there is only one ancestor in the land of eternity, and the ancestor has not known that he has fallen for countless years. It can be said that any reincarnation celestial clan that has awakened 9 times will be unstoppable when it reaches the land of eternal beyond. I don't know how many origin upper realm overlords that the samsara celestial clan has with 9 awakenings. Is there a origin upper realm overlord who surpassed the 9th awakening? Yi Tian thought to himself. At this time, a mighty voice came. Aochen, use your reincarnation supreme supernatural power. If you deliberately lie to me, you will be severely punished. Hearing this voice, Yi Tian no longer hesitated, and displayed the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation, the Spear of Ruin Tian. The Spear of Ruin Tian was displayed and slammed into the void. Crack, the void of the ancient mountain of reincarnation is cracking every inch, showing how powerful this blow is. It's really the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation. Many senior leaders of the reincarnation celestial clan were shocked. Yazoo, Junzu, and another 9-time awakened primordial upper realm overlord, Traotzu, also showed surprises. Ha ha ha, my family has given birth to another genius who has awakened the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation. They were excited. Immediately, they let other high-level reincarnations leave, leaving behind the dust. The surrounding void transforms. Yi Tian found himself in a great hall, and sitting in front of the 3 reincarnation celestial clans' primordial upper realm overlords. Their auras were extremely terrifying, far exceeding the 8 awakened primordial upper realm overlords like Ji Yuan. 3 reincarnations who have awakened 9 times. Yi Tian immediately said respectfully, I have seen 3 old ancestors. Ouchin, this seat is Yazu. This seat is Junzu. This seat is the ancestor of Trout. The 3 Samsara celestial clans 9-time awakening masters divided up. Immediately, Yazu, as a representative, opened his mouth and said, Ouchen, you are very good. At present, there are only 6 people in the Samsara heavenly clan who have awakened the supreme supernatural power of Samsara. Of course, there are some who have created the supernatural power of Samsara, but the creation, the reincarnation supreme supernatural power that comes out consumes a lot, but its power is not as good as the reincarnation supreme supernatural power of the congenital awakening. The created reincarnation supreme supernatural power consumes a lot, and its power is not as powerful as the awakened reincarnation supreme supernatural power. Yi Tian didn't know about this yet, and this was the first time he knew about it. Yazu continued. Ouchen, if you have any questions in the future, you can ask us, and we will try our best to answer them. In addition, your treatment will be greatly increased by 470 liters. Thank you 3 ancestors. Yi Tian showed an excited look. Subsequently, Yi Tian asked a few questions about cultivation, and after getting the answer, he asked a crucial question. 3 ancestors, do our Samsara celestial clan possess the overlord of the primordial upper realm who surpassed the 9 awakenings? Yi Tian asked. Yazu didn't think there was anything wrong with this question, he just thought that Ouchen was curious, so he answered directly, no, it is too difficult to break through the overlord of the primordial upper realm that has been awakened 9 times. There are 7 clansmen who have awakened 9 times to attack this realm, and all of them failed and died. Now, we have not had any clansmen to attack this realm for a long time, and we have all given up. The 7 overlords of the original upper realm who have awakened 9 times have all failed and fallen. Yi Tian was really shocked when he heard this information. The reincarnation heavenly clan is so powerful, and it is unable to break this shackle, which shows how terrifying this shackle is. However, Ancestor Yuan seems to be a semi-breakthrough, at least the physical body has broken through, but it is still fallen, but the physical body of the ancestor has created a treasure land, so that the primordial upper realm overlord of the eternal other side has a lot of resources. If it weren't for the physical treasure of the original ancestor, the land of the other side of eternity would be even weaker. Chapter 2736 Attention and Promotion. Yi Tian didn't ask too much. For example, how many reincarnation heavenly clan has 9 awakenings? Such a question is definitely inconvenient to ask, otherwise, if you ask too much, there will definitely be problems. Subsequently, Yi Tian left this hall, and still owns a small mansion in Samsara Ancient Mountain. Being able to own a mansion in the Ancient Mountain of Reincarnation is not the qualification of the ordinary reincarnation heavenly clan. Just like the 5 awakened Samsara heavenly clan like Tunxi and Shuihao, they are not qualified to own a mansion in Samsara Ancient Mountain. Along the way, Yi Tian saw the Samsara celestial clan at the ancient Samsara mountain. The weakest one was the overlord of the upper realm with the 6th awakening, and there were not many. Most of them were the source of the 7th awakening or the 8th awakening. The beginning overlord. And the cultivation base like Ouchen's copying body can enter the ancient mountain of reincarnation, which is unique. Certainly, the actual combat power of this Ouchen copy body is no less than that of the origin upper realm overlord who has awakened 7 times. However, he did not reveal it. After this replica body settled in the ancient mountain of reincarnation, he enjoyed high treatment, and all kinds of resources were supplied to him. Certainly, Yi Tian is not short of resources now, and he doesn't care too much about these resources. However, he has obtained a lot of inheritances in the ancient mountain of reincarnation, some of which are also helpful to other races, and are of great help to the human race in the land of eternity and the Tianshan Pavilion. More importantly, the ancient mountain of reincarnation also collected some ancestral methods of the origin of the other side. But the key point is that Yi Tian can take this other sure ancestral body method and pass it on to the Tianshan Pavilion and the human race in the future, as the background of the Tianshan Pavilion and the human race. The reincarnation celestial clan still has a lot of reincarnation genuine inheritance. Yi Tian found that the reincarnation inscriptions left by the ancestors can be found here. At first, he thought that the reincarnation golden text was created by the original ancestor, but now it seems that he learned it from the reincarnation family. Original ancestor must have come to the dark realm of reincarnation. Yi Tian secretly said. However, the reincarnation inscriptions left by the ancestors are not complete, and the reincarnation inscriptions here are the real reincarnation inscriptions. Now, Yi Tian can comprehend the dense inscriptions of reincarnation, which is helpful to his background and the creation of reincarnation supreme supernatural powers in the future. In the days to come, let's comprehend all these reincarnation inscriptions. Yi Tian decided. Years go by. Yi Tian comprehends the golden texts of reincarnation one after another. His comprehension is too high, coupled with the resources to improve comprehension, it is naturally not difficult to comprehend these golden texts of reincarnation. Gradually, Yi Tian mastered more and more golden texts of reincarnation. It seems that he can't improve his strength at the moment, but his knowledge and background are improving rapidly. About 30 million primordial era years have passed. Yi Tian has mastered almost all the golden texts of reincarnation here. Moreover, his mysterious dust replica body has also reached the limit of 3 balances in terms of cultivation. Therefore, he hit the 4th balance here, and there was no difficulty, and he easily broke through to the 4th level of balance. The blood of the Samsara heavenly clan also completed the 4 awakenings, and the strength has skyrocketed. And his real body copy body has not reached the 5th balance. It can be said that Ao Chen's copy body has mastered the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation, as well as the supreme treasure of reincarnation, and the real combat power has surpassed the real copy body. This is also the first time that other clones have surpassed real clones. My Ao Chen copy body, if I go all out, I can match the weaker 8 awakened origin upper realm overlords in a short time, but I can't fight for a long time. Yi Tian secretly said. After all, he can't display the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation for a long time now. The supreme supernatural power of reincarnation consumes too much power. But, once his true copy body breaks through to the 5th balance, his strength can match the real 8-time awakened originator upper realm overlord. In these years, he refined the essence of reincarnation and many resources, and Ao Chen copied his body often transferred resources. It can be said that the real copy body is not too far from the 5th balance. This day, Yi Tian's Ao Chen copy body received a message from Yazoo, and it seemed that he had something important to look for. Yazoo Palace. Yi Tian came here. I have seen Lord Yazoo. Yi Tian said respectfully. Yazoo glanced at Yi Tian and nodded with satisfaction. Very good, your strength has improved a lot. This time, this seat called you here because there is a chance for you. Chance. Yi Tian was looking forward to it. Yazoo continued. This opportunity will hopefully give you birth to the 2nd door of reincarnation, the supreme supernatural power. The 2nd gate of reincarnation is supreme. Yi Tian is really interested. If he really obtained the 2nd door, the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation, his power of copying his body would naturally skyrocket. In the dark realm of reincarnation, there is a place called the reincarnation fruit world. There are all kinds of bizarre trees of reincarnation. Each tree of reincarnation is different. It is a kind of strange fruit. One of them is called the highest fruit of reincarnation. Once eaten, it can make your blood vessels change slightly, and you will awaken the supernatural power of reincarnation. If you eat it, 1/3 there is a high chance that the 2nd door of reincarnation will be born. Even if the 2nd door of reincarnation is not awakened, your cultivation will skyrocket. However, the Samsara fruit realm is somewhat dangerous, and our Samsara heavenly clan does not fully control it. There is also a force that will enter the Samsara fruit realm. Entering the Samsara fruit realm is somewhat dangerous. Yazoo Joust said. Master Yazoo, there is still the potential to compete with our Samsara heavenly clan. Yi Tian showed a puzzled look. In fact, he also guessed that there are forces that can be as good as the Samsara heavenly clan, but he has never had a chance to understand, this time is a chance. Yazoo hurriedly said. Beyond the dark realm of reincarnation, there is another area, the origin of reincarnation, where a reincarnation origin clan was born. Saying that, Yazoo waved his hand, and a phantom of the reincarnation source clan appeared. The Samsara celestial clan is black, while the Samsara source clan is white, and from the phantom, the Samsara source clan has a strong origin breath. I saw Yazoo continued. The reincarnation source family and our reincarnation family have a different path. We are awakened by blood, and they are breaking the boundaries of the source of reincarnation. Their physical bodies are not good, but the source of reincarnation is very powerful, and they are good at all kinds of strange things. You have to be very careful when you encounter it. Chapter 2737 bestowed on the treasure of reincarnation. Reincarnation of the source family. Yi Tian understood. The first path in eternity beyond is to imitate the Samsara heavenly clan, and the second path should be to imitate the Samsara source clan. The Samsara source clan breaks through the realm one by growing the source of samsara. As for the third way, it should be to imitate another racial force. In Yazu's introduction, Yi Tian learned that the reincarnation fruit realm was very close to the source of reincarnation, so both parties occupied the treasure land of the reincarnation fruit realm and were unwilling to let go. Therefore, every time the Samsara fruit realm opens, not only the Samsara heavenly clan will send their clansmen in, but the Samsara source clan will also send their clansmen in, and the two sides will fight each other in the Samsara fruit realm. Not only that, the Samsara fruit world itself is also in danger. Therefore, the reincarnation heavenly clan with insufficient strength will not have a very high survival rate in the reincarnation fruit world. Every time, a lot of Samsara heavenly clan fell into the Samsara fruit realm, but they still had to send their clansmen in. After all, the resources of the reincarnation fruit realm are too rich, and there are some resources that the reincarnation heavenly clan needs, which are only available in the reincarnation fruit realm. Ouchin, there are still hundreds of thousands of years in the primordial era before the reincarnation fruit realm will open. At present, there is no need to be too anxious. Yazu said. The reincarnation fruit realm only allows 5 awakened origin upper realm overlords to enter. You can fight by leaps and bounds, and you have awakened the supreme supernatural powers of reincarnation. We will give you some life-saving cards. Even if you encounter the top 5 awakened reincarnation source clan, you can still save your life. Subsequently, Yazu took out a golden leaf, which was covered with special reincarnation inscriptions. This is a reincarnation treasure, and it is a special kind of reincarnation treasure. Yazu introduced. This is the treasure of reincarnation, the golden glass leaf of reincarnation. Its function is to form the light of golden glass to protect your safety, and to use your cultivation base to motivate this treasure of reincarnation. Even if it is awakened 7 times, even the Samsara source clan cannot break it, and can persist for a period of time. Good stuff. Yi Tian was overjoyed. Such a special reincarnation treasure, the difficulty of refining can be many times more difficult than the reincarnation treasure spear he refined. Yazu, how did this kind of reincarnation treasure come out? Yi Tian was curious. Yazu introduced. The refining method of the golden glass leaf of reincarnation is to integrate a supreme supernatural power of reincarnation into the ultimate treasure of reincarnation, which cannot be achieved without the strength of the primordial upper realm overlord who has awakened 9 times. Quote. So it is, Yi Tian secretly said. It seemed that he didn't want to refine such a special type of reincarnation treasure in a short period of time. In addition to this golden glass leaf of reincarnation, Yazu also gave a treasure. I saw Yazu took out a broken shuttle. This is the incomplete reincarnation treasure reincarnation golden shuttle. Although it is incomplete, it can still be used several times. You can use it to escape quickly. It is also a very good life-saving thing. Yazu said. Thank you, Lord Yazu. Yi Tian thanked. At this time, he had to admire the heritage of the Samsara heavenly clan, and he could take out 2 treasures of Samsara casually, and he could also use it as a gift. In other words, it is the land of the other side of eternity, and the 9 overlord level forces are united, and there is no such arrogance. Even those 7 or even 8 times the primordial upper realm overlords themselves may not necessarily have the treasure of reincarnation. After Yazu gave him these 2 treasures, he let him go back to refining and wait for the reincarnation fruit world to open. Time flies. One by one, the ancient era passed by. Yi Tian's strength is also improving rapidly, but this Ouchin copy body is still very far from the 4th balance. Before you know it, hundreds of thousands of primordial era years have passed. This day, Yi Tian received a message from Yazu to take him to the world of Samsara. Yi Tian came to Yazu's palace. In addition to him, there are several members of the Samsara heavenly clan who have awakened 5 times. Their status should not be ordinary, and their strength is definitely strong, otherwise they would not dare to enter the Samsara fruit realm. Yazu took several members of the reincarnation celestial clan directly to the Samsara fruit realm, and on the way, he also met other reincarnation celestial clan members. This time, there are quite a few people from the Samsara heavenly clan who want to enter the Samsara fruit realm. They're going in too. Yi Tian saw 2 familiar figures. Howl of Blood, Tunshi. These 2 are still awakened 5 times, but they still haven't stepped into the realm of 6 awakenings, so they can also enter the realm of reincarnation. However, the aura on their bodies seemed to be stronger than the last time, and they were almost a step away from the 6th awakening. But for today's Yi Tian, these 2 Samsara heavenly clan members are relatively weak, and he can kill them easily. And Tunshi and Shuihao also saw Yi Tian, and they all showed envious expressions. I didn't expect that the waste of the Samsara heavenly clan, Ouchin, has now gotten the attention of Yazu. Shui Hao was a little jealous and puzzled. Today, among the high-level reincarnation heavenly clan, except those who have awakened 8 times and 9 reincarnation heavenly clan, other reincarnation heavenly clan do not know that Aochan has mastered the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation. The senior clan is blocked. After all, the fewer people you know, the safer you will be. In case the news is completely leaked, the Samsara Yuan clan will send a strong person to assassinate Aochan, causing Aochan to fall and die, and the Samsara heavenly clan will suffer heavy losses. So, try to hide this news as much as possible before Aochan has grown up. Certainly, many Samsara celestial clan, no matter how stupid, know that Aochan is not simple. However, none of them thought that the so-called Aochan was just a duplicate body of a primordial upper realm overlord in the other side of eternity, not a real Samsara heavenly clan. If they knew this secret, they would definitely kill Yi Tian at all costs. With daily discount, more and more members of the 5 awakened Samsara Celestial Clan came here, and the Samsara Celestial Clan also dispatched several 9 awakened Samsara Celestial Clan to guard against the powerhouses of the Samsara Source Clan. Boom! In the distance, the void distorted, and white figures appeared one after another. This time, the powerhouses of the Reincarnation Yuan clan also dispatched several Origin Upper Realm overlords who had awakened 9 times, and their combat power was not bad at all. Of course, they didn't really go to war, and the consequences would be too serious. The powerhouses of the Reincarnation Heavenly Clan and the Reincarnation Source Clan stood in the 2 areas respectively, without any contact, just silently waiting for the opening of the Samsara Fruit Realm. Another moment passed. The Reincarnation Fruit World has finally opened. Boom! The huge projection of the Reincarnation Fruit World appeared, forming a huge vortex, and the vortex was the entrance to the Reincarnation Fruit World. Chapter 2738 Entering the World of Reincarnation. At the beginning, this entrance was relatively unstable, but gradually stabilized completely. Go in, Yazoo told Yi Tian. Swish! The members of the Samsara Heavenly Clan and the Samsara Source Clan entered the Samsara, returning Fruit Realm one after another. Yazoo, how many do you think your Samsara Celestial Clan can grab this time, Samsara High Fruit? A Reincarnation Source Clan who had awakened 9 times said with a smile. He is Yazoo of the Samsara Yuan family, and his strength is no less than that of Yazoo, but he has a deep conflict with Yazoo. If it weren't for this situation, they would have to fight. At least 60%, Yazoo said confidently. Hee, 60%, Yazoo sneered. Last time, 18 Supreme Reincarnation Fruits were born, and you only grabbed 8 Reincarnation Supreme Fruits, not even 50%. Where did you get the courage to say 60%? I guess it's not bad that you can grab 4 achievements this time. Our Reincarnation Source Clan has cultivated a very powerful 5 awakened Origin Upper Realm overlords this time, but you can't compare. 1 inch. Hearing Yazoo's words, Yazoo also trembled in his heart and became a little worried. The strength of the Reincarnation Heavenly Clan is similar to that of the Samsara Source Clan, but the Origin Upper Realm overlord of the Reincarnation Source Clan is good at various strange techniques. In the individual battles in the early stage, the Samsara Heavenly Clan suffers, and it is normal to be a little weaker. If Aochan is also awakened 5 times, he will definitely be able to sweep the invincible. Yazoo secretly said, it's a pity that the time is too late. Even if the Samsara Celestial Clan fully assists Aochan to improve his cultivation, it is still too late to break through to the realm of 4 awakenings, let alone 5 awakenings. And apart from Aochan, the Samsara Heavenly Clan really didn't have any great geniuses at the 5th awakening level this time. Therefore, he was also worried that the Samsara Heavenly Clan would suffer heavy losses this time. As long as Aochan doesn't die, and robs the Supreme Reincarnation Fruit and successfully awakens the 2nd Reincarnation Supreme Supernatural Power, the loss is worth it no matter how much. Yazoo thought so. Reincarnation Fruit World. Yi Tian entered here, and the Samsara Source Clan and Samsara Celestial Clan were separated, and they didn't fight here, so there was no need. In a twinkling of an eye, the Origin Upper Realm overlords of the 2 clans disappeared, and Yi Tian also left quickly. Soon, Yi Tian saw a divine tree that runs through countless time and space. In the outside world, such a divine tree must be extremely rare, but in the realm of reincarnation, such a divine tree is just an ordinary divine tree, with no threat, no fruit, and no value at all. Yi Tian has a lot of information about the Reincarnation Fruit World, all of which Yazoo gave him. If he finds something good, he will almost recognize it and will not miss it. This divine tree is worthless, get out of here. Yi Tian passed through here and continued to search for treasures. It didn't take long for Yi Tian to discover something good. This is the Tree of Mina. Yi Tian saw an unimaginable divine tree in front of him. Its mighty power was very majestic, and there were hundreds of fruits on it. In the data of Samsara celestial clan, this tree is called the Minya tree, and the fruit on it is called Minya divine fruit, which helps to improve the will of the original state and weekly increase the power of blood. For the reincarnation celestial clan, the value of such Minya divine fruit is not too great, and it is reluctant to use it to cultivate slaves, and the reincarnation celestial clan does not need to improve the will of the primordial upper realm, so such resources are a bit tasteless to them. But, Minya god fruit is very valuable to Yi Tian. Without saying a word, he went directly to pick the Minya fruit. However, just as he was approaching the Minya tree, a long branch came instantly like a spear. This kind of attack power is very powerful, absolutely comparable to the full-strength strike of the 5 awakened primordial upper realm overlord. But for Yi Tian, such an attack is too common. His duplicate body is enough to match the origin upper realm overlord who has awakened 7 times, how can he be afraid of such a Minya tree? Court death. Yi Tian held the reincarnation treasure long spear, smashed the branches of the Minya tree with one shot, and pierced it with one shot. The body of the Minya tree of reincarnation was pierced, and the breath became extremely weak, almost on the verge of death. Even if Yi Tian didn't continue to attack, it would take countless years to repair his injuries. Hand over all the Minya fruit, or you will die. Yi Tian threatened. For flowers. According to the information of the Samsara celestial clan, the tree of Samsara here has certain wisdom and will naturally understand his words. Really, this Minya reincarnation tree handed over all the Minya divine fruit on the body and handed it to Yi Tian, letting Yi Tian take away all the Minya divine fruit. Yi Tian put away these Minya divine fruits and left here. The Samsara fruit world is not only the fruit of the tree of Samsara, but also breeds other resources, which are no worse than other treasures. Certainly, Yi Tian's main goal is to reincarnate to the high fruit. But it is not easy to find the highest fruit of reincarnation. There is only one kind of tree of reincarnation, the ancestral tree of reincarnation, and the ancestral tree of reincarnation has high wisdom, and can move and hide. Point 0. Moreover, the strength of the ancestral tree of reincarnation is very strong. Even if the trace of the ancestral tree of reincarnation is really discovered, they must unite. A large number of reincarnation heavenly clans who have awakened 5 times are united to hope to snatch from the ancestral tree of reincarnation to the highest fruit of reincarnation. And, if you are not careful, you will die. In order to snatch the highest achievement of Samsara every session, it is normal to lose several Samsara heavenly clan. He can stay in the reincarnation fruit realm for 10 primordial era, the time is still enough, but he is not in a hurry to find the Samsara ancestral tree. Over time, Yi Tian found quite a few resources. This day, he encountered a reincarnation source family. Moreover, they also discovered a tree of reincarnation, the profound Lin tree of reincarnation. This tree bears a good thing called the profound Lin fruit of reincarnation, which can greatly improve the physical body and the source. For the reincarnation heavenly clan and the reincarnation source clan, the reincarnation profound Lin fruit is a good thing, its value is no less than the reincarnation essence. The reincarnation source clan that Yi Tian met saw this reincarnation Xuanline tree, and his heart was extremely excited. Without saying a word, he directly killed Yi Tian. He wanted to kill Yi Tian, and swallowed the reincarnation Xuanline tree. Reincarnation Xuanline fruit. However, Yi Tian didn't even look at the other party, took out the treasure of reincarnation, and stabbed it with one shot. Puff! Killed the opponent in one hit. Such a 5-time awakening of the primordial upper realm overlord is too weak for him, and he can kill the corpse with a single blow. Chapter 2739 Reincarnation Ancestral Tree appears. After killing the reincarnation source clan, Yi Tian had to deal with the reincarnation Xuanline tree. He was too lazy to snatch the profound Lin tree of Samsara again and again, and chose to subdue the profound Lin tree of Samsara directly. Boom! Yi Tian attacked the reincarnation Xuanline tree and hit it hard with a single blow. This reincarnation Xuanline tree is also very interesting, and directly gave Yi Tian all the reincarnation Xuanline fruit on his body. Yes, it's good to be strong. With my strength, I'm almost walking sideways here. 1. Yi Tian secretly said. In the following years, Yi Tian found one special tree of reincarnation, took many special fruits, and also obtained some other resources. However, he still did not find the highest fruit of reincarnation. The highest value in the Samsara fruit world is Samsara to the highest fruit. If you can't find the 4 7 zeros of the Samsara to return to the high fruit, it will be a pity. But soon, he has the news of reincarnation to Gao Guo. Some members of the reincarnation family have found the highest fruit of reincarnation. Yi Tian secretly said. At this moment, a member of the Samsara heavenly clan sent him a message, informing him of the location of the Samsara ancestral tree. I don't need to find it by myself. If someone else finds it, I can just go there. Swish, Yi Tian quickly went to the location of the Samsara ancestral tree. Somewhere in the world of reincarnation, a group of origin upper realm overlords have surrounded this place, and all kinds of secret treasures that block the void have blocked this place, and they can only enter but not go out. This is also to prevent the reincarnation ancestor tree from escaping. The wisdom of the Samsara ancestral tree is no less than that of normal creatures, and its strength is strong. It is not comparable to the 5-time primordial upper realm overlord. Its normal combat power is comparable to that of the top 6 awakened primordial upper realm overlord, and its life-saving ability is terrifying. It is difficult for the 7 origin upper realm overlords to kill the Samsara ancestral tree. Such a reincarnation ancestral tree must be guarded against leaving. Certainly, they didn't dare to attack immediately, they had to wait for other origin upper realm overlords to come and gather a certain amount before they dared to attack the Samsara ancestral tree. 22 reincarnation high fruits, this time there are a lot of them. Tunchi from the Samsara celestial clan muttered. Everyone, we must be vigilant not only of the ancestral tree of reincarnation, but also of those origins of reincarnation. 1. The one who spoke was the leader of the reincarnation celestial clan side, Lin Mo. Lin Mo is the 5-time awakened primordial upper realm overlord, but his combat power is no less than the weaker 6-time awakened primordial upper realm overlord, and his life-saving ability is also very strong, overlord. Therefore, Lin Mo was qualified to lead the team, and other members of the Samsara heavenly clan also obeyed Lin Mo's orders and arrangements. Among the members of the Samsara heavenly clan was a young man holding a long sword. His body exuded the ultimate cyan light, and his breath was also much stronger than other origin upper realm overlords who broke the boundaries of the 5 origins. From the perspective of cultivation, he is still the overlord of the upper realm who has broken the boundaries of the original source 5 times, but his combat power is absolutely terrifying. He is the leader of the reincarnation source clan, and the most enchanting genius of the reincarnation source clan, Juyuan. Juyuan has practiced the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation of the source family of reincarnation. The origin of reincarnation is somewhat special. Although they cannot awaken the supernatural power of reincarnation from their blood, their origin can carry the supernatural power of reincarnation of their predecessors, but the success rate is very low, the odds of 1 in a billion. But once it is carried, you can display the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation, but it is not too powerful, but it is also more powerful than the genius who does not have the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation. Most of the origin upper realm overlords of the Samsara source clan who have broken the boundary of the origin of the 9 times have created the supreme supernatural powers of reincarnation, and they can all find suitable clansmen to instill the supernatural powers of reincarnation. In an era, several geniuses who inherit the supernatural powers of reincarnation may be born. The reincarnation heavenly clan is different. In total, only a few geniuses with the highest supernatural powers of reincarnation have been awakened. This is the gap. Master Juyuan, when will you start? A member of the reincarnation source clan interrogated and asked. Hold on, Juyuan is not in a hurry. His strength is very strong, even if it is Lin Mo, he does not take it seriously. With his strength, it is possible to single out the reincarnation ancestral tree, but it is impossible to defeat the opponent. And the Samsara ancestral tree has too many branches, if he protects those Samsara high fruits, he can't snatch them. Therefore, he must ensure success and can only wait for the arrival of more members of the Samsara source family. 22 reincarnations are the highest fruit, I will compete for 20 this time, and I will kill some more members of the reincarnation heavenly clan. This is also his goal. After a while, many members of the reincarnation source clan have come. The same is true for the Samsara heavenly clan. And at this time, Yi Tian naturally came. So many members of the Samsara heavenly clan and Samsara source clan are here. Yi Tian secretly said. His eyes looked directly at the Samsara ancestral tree, and he also saw the 22 Samsara high fruits on the Samsara ancestral tree. This is a good thing. If he snatch these high reincarnation fruits, he will most likely awaken the 2nd reincarnation high supernatural power, and he can also raise his cultivation to the 4th level of balance. At that time, the combat power of his Ouchin copying body will be very terrifying. Although he will definitely not be able to defeat the Origin Overlord who has been awakened 9 times, but relying on the Supreme Treasure of Reincarnation and the 2 Doors of Reincarnation Supreme Supernatural Power, after the 8th awakening of Origin among the Overlords of the Upper Realm, it is absolutely invincible. Hands on, Juyuan and Lin Mo shouted respectively. Boom! This group of Origin Upper Realm Overlords killed the ancestral tree of Samsara, and the most important thing is to snatch the highest fruit of Samsara. And Yi Tian naturally passed by, revealing all his strength, but also showing some strength, ignoring Lin Wen's instructions and killing him. Aochan, don't be reckless. Lin Mo received an order from the top of the reincarnation family, and he must protect Aochan, but Aochan was so reckless. 5.9 However, the next moment he was shocked. Directly Yi Tian's Aochan copied the body and shattered the branches of the Samsara ancestral tree, dodged the repeated attacks of the Samsara ancestral tree, and approached a Samsara high fruit. At this time, the ancestral tree of reincarnation has transformed into countless branches, and the ancestral tree of reincarnation does not want to lose a reincarnation high fruit. If the high fruit of reincarnation is lost, part of the energy in one's body will be lost. But every time, he couldn't hold it, and was robbed of Samsara high fruit by this group of outsiders. Therefore, he hated this group of outsiders incomparably, and naturally he went all out to resist and even kill these outsiders. But right now, Yi Tian took out the Reincarnation Supreme Treasure Long Spear, smashed the dense branches with one shot, grabbed the first Reincarnation Supreme High Fruit with one hand, and took it away. Chapter 2740 Heavy Damage to the Source Family of Reincarnation. The High Fruit of Samsara that Yi Tian took was also the first High Fruit of Samsara to be taken away. Every Reincarnation High Fruit is not easy to be taken away, and even the Overlord of the Primordial Upper Realm has to be sacrificed before it can be hoped to be taken away. This is the first time to take away the High Fruit of Reincarnation so easily. At this moment, Lin Mo was shocked. This strength. He couldn't believe it at all. From the perspective of cultivation, Aochan is only 3 bloodline awakenings. Even if he can leapfrog and fight, it is comparable to the top 4 bloodline awakenings. He also guessed that Aochan had awakened the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation, otherwise he would not have been so valued by the higher-ups, but even with the supernatural power of reincarnation, he only had the attack power of 5 bloodline awakenings. But the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation can't be used a few times, and it can't fight for a long time. The origin of the upper realm overlords here are all 5 awakened realms, which one will be weaker than Aochan? As a result, the other origin upper realm overlords trembled and joined forces to form a battle formation, so that they could hope to save their lives. As for Aochan, he killed it directly and easily took away a reincarnation highest 29 fruit. Without the strength of the top 6 awakened origin upper realm overlord, it would be impossible to do. The cultivation base of 3 awakenings, the combat power of 6 awakenings, this is too exaggerated. 1 reincarnation high fruit is not enough. Yi Tian rushed to the second Samsara high fruit again. Reincarnation ancestral tree's life-saving means are powerful, but the attack power has only awakened the origin upper realm overlord level 6 times, and it can't stop Yi Tian at all. Soon, he then took the second reincarnation high fruit. The third one, fourth, fifth, one after another, the high fruits of reincarnation fell into Yi Tian's hands, which made those reincarnation source clans angry. Especially in Juyuan, he still wanted to win all the highest reincarnation fruits, but now he has not won even one of the highest reincarnation fruits. Join me to form a battle formation. Juyuan roared. Boom! A Genesis Upper Realm Overlord and Juyuan combined into a battle formation, turning into an extremely terrifying Samsara Yuan clan giant, and a terrifying reincarnation supreme longsword appeared. It was given to him by the top. The Reincarnation Source clan is very good at refining weapons, and the number of reincarnation treasures can be more than that of the Reincarnation Celestial clan. Juyuan, as a peerless genius of the Samsara Source clan, naturally possesses the reincarnation treasure. At this time, Juyuan also inspired a reincarnation treasure level secret treasure to increase his combat power and kill Yi Tian. He just wanted to kill Yi Tian now. As for whether you can kill it or not, you will know after you hit it. The supreme supernatural power of reincarnation, Tianyuan Junyejian. A terrifying sword light seemed to tear apart this void, and even the Samsara ancestral tree was somewhat afraid of such an attack. Numerous branches were densely stacked together to form an indestructible defense to block the impact of the sword light. But this sword light was killing Yi Tian, and wanted to take the opportunity to inflict heavy damage and even kill Yi Tian. Aochan, be careful, Lin Mo and the others communicated. And Yi Tian didn't care at all, Such an attack might have reached the limit of breaking the limit of the original upper realm 6 times, but it still couldn't reach the level of breaking the 7 original boundaries of the original upper realm hegemon. For Yi Tian, such an attack was useless. Certainly. He can't show his full strength either, that's too exaggerated. So, he inspired the reincarnation golden glass leaf, the treasure of reincarnation, to form a light shield to protect himself, so that other origin upper realm overlords only thought that he could block it with the help of the treasure of reincarnation and would not doubt his strength. Reincarnation supreme supernatural powers like Tianyuan Junyejian attacked the reincarnation golden glass leaf, forming a terrifying impact, but it did not break the defense. And this time, Yi Tian used the supreme supernatural power of reincarnation, the spear of Ruin Tian, and also cooperated with the reincarnation supreme treasure spear to directly hit Juyuan and the others. Although Yi Tian has hidden a lot of strength and only showed the battle strength of the 6 awakening limits, this shot is not so easy to take. Boom! The giant was directly hit and flew out, and the terrifying power of shock caused a group of members of the Samsara Yuan clan to be severely injured, and even Juyuan was injured. Seeing this scene, Lin Mo also knew it was a good time. Attack them, Lin Mo shouted, and a group of Samsara Celestial clan killed the Samsara Source clan. And Yi Tian also suppressed his strength. No matter how he fought, he would not be able to exert the strength of the 7 awakenings. Soon, some of the reincarnation source clan fell, and Yi Tian was even more cruel, killing one after another of the reincarnation source clan in an instant. He doesn't care about the consequences. Even if all the members of the Samsara source clan here are killed, the Samsara Heavenly clan will definitely keep him. As for whether there will be a war between the Samsara Heavenly clan and Loon, he will only care. After all, he is not the real Huishan clan. Escape! Juyuan shouted. He knew that if he did not escape, the Samsara Yuan clan would suffer heavy losses. Whoa whoa whoa! A member of the Samsara source family scattered and fled. And Juyuan was very interesting, so he tried desperately to intercept Yi Tian to chase and kill other members of the Samsara source clan. Juyuan's strength is only the power of the origin upper realm hegemon who has broken the boundary of the original source 6 times, but after all, he is full of treasures all over his body, and there are several treasures of reincarnation. It can be said, even if it is the attack of the 7 awakened origin upper realm overlord, don't even think about killing Juyuan in a short period of time. If Yi Tian exploded all of his combat power, he would still be able to kill Juyuan's 470, but it would take a little time. However, there is no need to do so. Exposing all his strength is not good for him. Then, after attacking for a while, he watched Juyuan escape. At this time, the Samsara ancestral tree seized the opportunity, broke the blockade, and escaped from here. Master Ouchen, the reincarnation ancestral tree has escaped. A member of the Samsara family reported. At this moment, the other party's eyes are full of admiration. I'll go after it. Yi Tian went to hunt down the Samsara ancestral tree. His speed is very fast, hanging the other Samsara heavenly clan members far behind. Soon, Yi Tian chased the Samsara ancestral tree. At this time, the Samsara ancestral tree only needs to face Yi Tian as an opponent. It motivated all the branches to attack Yi Tian, and even countless branches merged together to form a drill, which exerted an incomparably terrifying attacking power. This is also the attack power of the 6th awakening limit. Samsara ancestral tree felt that if he only needed to deal with Yi Tian alone, he still didn't need to worry about anything. He could not be afraid of Yi Tian at all, and he might even hurt Yi Tian. But the next second, it was dumbfounded. Broken. Yi Tian held the arcana of Samsara and showed a more terrifying attack, directly smashing its countless branches and drills.